Welcome to the Samwelb B12 experience,
where we have you covered for the Toronto Maple Leafs, Blue Jays, and more. Argos. Make sure to subscribe today. Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? Hopefully you can hear me okay. Hopefully everything looks good, sounds good. We are on some new software, and boy, oh boy, is this really complicated. So we're trying to figure it out, but welcome in. Mega, good to see you. Pamela, how's it going? D's Destination, thank you so much. Brandon, what's up? Good to see you. Francisco, Zachary, welcome in, everybody. Again, thank you so much for coming in here today. And we are on two platforms. We are vertical, we are horizontal. So make sure you are checking us out over on the right stream. So we got a couple different ones going on, and we're going to be figuring this out as we go. So lots of new stuff here for us, but lots for Argonauts football action. The Argonauts, a slow start, a real slow start to this season, and they are hoping to turn this around real quick. So thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us, and I ask for your early forgiveness as we are trying to put this all together and make it happen. So thank you all so much. 1 second here. I knew this was going to happen. I can't type and do two things at once. So we're going to have a good time tonight. It is going to be an absolute barn burner. We know the Argos are going to get back in here. We know the Argos are going to turn this one around. Hopefully, they will do just that. And why can't I do this here? Holy smokes. There's always something, right, to figure out and put it together. So we're trying to piece this all together. So they're at commercial break yet. The game has not started. It is going to be moments away, and then we're going to be joining in. Of course, we got all your stats. We got everything that you're used to seeing here from us. And boy, oh boy, we're going to figure it all out. We're going to figure it out together. Florida Park Explorers, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you, Dave. Oh my God, Dave. Oh my goodness. Are we going to chat later? I got to tell you. You have to got it. Okay, so why won't this let me go live? Oh, why is this so complicated? As Avril Lavigne always says, why is it so complicated? All right, so we're gonna, we're gonna figure this one out another time. I'm not gonna mess around with it too much because we got football to call, and quite frankly, I don't know what the dealio is over on one of the other platforms. So we're just going to close that, which sucks. But hey, it is what it is here today. We'll figure it out another day. All right. But welcome in. Thank you for being here. Gord, what's going on? Welcome in. Let me move the chat over here so I can actually read it as we move some screens around. Again, if you're watching over on the vertical platform, what's up, Rob, Stefan? Guys, come over to the horizontal. We got the vertical going. If you're on your phones, you can watch it there, or come on over to the horizontal in the main version. So trying two things out. Mega, you changed the logo. Nice getting those logos going. Always got to make sure you got the best logos in there. But Argonauts, been a bad start, a real bad start to the season. They've been trying to put something together, and they have not really come through for us yet, Argo fans, but have no fear. Things are going to turn around. Arbuckle's going to find his way, and hopefully it's going to be all good. Now, let me know. Drop a note in the chat. Is everything sounding okay? Is the microphone, the audio okay? I can see here that things are looking okay, but hopefully that audio is going to work fine and dandy for us, and everything's going to be all good there. But again, we're on couple different platforms here tonight. We're a couple different broadcast formats here tonight, so we're trying things. Thank you, Mega. I appreciate that. Not me looking for the Redblacks to win. It's definitely, especially coming to chat on an iPhone. Nice. And Stefan, how's it looking vertically? Are you watching it, the vertical stream on the phone? How's that looking? Thank you, Bear Shark. Appreciate that. Hopefully everything is looking good on both sides. Sound script slightly whistly at the end of each sentence. That's just me talking. That's just me talking. All right, let's get ready to kick this one off. We're going to punt this ball in the air, and we're going to see how this goes. The Argos, oh boy, they need a win. Hopefully they're going to do this one. The sun is absolutely beautiful here in the nation's capital. Out in Ottawa, beautiful sunny day. The stands look pretty packed. Stands look full up, which is always good to see. You love to see a big crowd out here for some CFL football. The Argonauts set back, gonna receive. Here we go. Game on. Running it up the middle, cutting back, and that's gonna be an easy. Oh no, he squeaks through, and now he's taken down about the 45-yard line. Nice run there. Nice run on the kickoff. 63 yards. Jerry and Grant, the kickoff, 63 yards. Grant returns at 26 yards. Jerry and Grant, you got to watch him. We know what he can do last season. He was an absolute monster. And now that we're getting some of these stats to come in, we can certainly pay attention and adjust our numbers, adjust some of these stats as they work through here. So don't mind me as we make some adjustments on the fly. Back to pass, the Argos. Arbuckle looking deep. He's going to throw it deep. That's caught all the way down to the 40. The 35 and out of bounds. Nice reception there. Oh, like to see that. Like to see that one. All right, so we're just going to continue to make some adjustments here as we are playing along, making sure we get you all the best that we can. So thanks for bearing with us as we make our adjustments. What a nice pass. Daniel's going to come up with that reception. Nicely done. All right, Argos looking to keep it going. Arbuckle takes it, snap back to the 40, going to throw this one up. Caught, picked up a couple of yards and about 6. So a nice job. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Argonauts. Getting things done, working it right along. Hit that subscribe. Jays are doing good. Jays aren't doing that good. They got killed 15-1 the other day. It was absolutely brutal. But they are so hot and cold, it's not even funny. Not even funny. Raccoon Gaming, what's going on? Welcome in. Brandon, how's it going? Good to see ya. All right, here we go. Argos. 2nd and 4. Back to pass. That's going to be knocked down. So 3rd and 4, they're going to kick this one away from the Ottawa 29. Should be in field goal range. But this one, the pass comes up, it just gets knocked down. Just gets knocked down. Mega, we're not seeing any lagging here. Anybody else seeing any lagging over on that end? Hopefully not. Wow. I'm not the number one. Rob, that's amazing. There it is. Hiralahu going to put it up, and it's good through the uprights. And we have our first score of the game, 3-0. Argos. Beverly, how's it going? And you'll notice, folks, in the chats, your names are looking a little funky monkey. YouTube doing something. Going to roll it out so you have the @ and then the name there. So something a little different. YouTube, one of their releases coming out, and it's always a little strange when they put some changes out there. You always kind of wonder, hey, why make these changes, YouTube? Why make these changes when everything is looking good, when everything is working? Why do it to us? Why do it to us? But we're just going to roll with the punches. So that's why if your names look a little different, it's nothing that we've done, nothing that we can even control. It's just, it's one of those things, shall we say. All right, so bear with me here. We're going to make, like I said, we're going to be making some adjustments on the fly. There we go. We're going to get our stats. So there we go. We get our stats going. Make that nice and big for you. We got our quarterback comparison here. So let's get this one refreshed and updated. My goodness, I tell you, sometimes you try to do things for the better, and holy smokes, they are so much harder. There we go. All right, that looks good. We'll take it. We'll take it. Boom. Maybe not. There we go. Oh, that's going to move along. Beautiful. There. Nicely done. All right, we got our stats up. Hopefully you can see all of that stuff okay. I know on the vertical stream it might be a little tough to read. Much better on the screen. Nice. Yes. All right. There we go. Like funky. A little funky chunky monkey. Oh, all right. So thank you for bearing with us again as we are trying out something very, very new here. It's going to take us a few streams to figure it all out as we are literally rebuilding everything from scratch. And coding is certainly a little more complex than I thought this would be. All right, here we go. Ottawa going to take possession. Their first downs with the ball off the snap. Little run up the middle. Going to pick up 5 yards, 6, 7, 8 yards. Nice carry right out of the gate. Ottawa, almost called them the Senators. Can you tell where my mind is at? A nice little run up. Adubeboy going right up the middle. They're going to give him 9 yards on that carry. Good start here. This is something Ottawa does really well. Running this ball, just pounding it all the way up. Love it. All right, they got 2nd and 1. Going to look to probably sneak this one over the line. Back to snap. There's the handoff. Going to push it right up the gut, and they get it. Yes, and an extra one. So that's going to be a first down, Ottawa. Ottawa going to continue to work here. Arbuckle has struggled this year. We know Arbuckle has had ways to go. But he's a good quarterback. He can definitely make some things happen. But thanks for tuning in. Thank you for being here tonight for some CFL action versus the Ottawa Redblacks. Argos, one of my favorite teams. All right, here we go. Ottawa off the snap. Going to bring this one back. Fake the handoff. Going to look to pass. Dumps it over the middle. Incomplete pass. Little broken play there. That one kind of just fell down. Nobody really knew what was going on there. Not a good play. Not a good play. Ottawa has not been, what's the best way of putting this? They've not been a great team for a while here. They have not been a great team. Toronto really looking to take advantage of their opportunities here. Let them end some of the struggles because they have certainly been struggling. Both teams have been struggling. Ottawa does have a win on the season, however. Back to pass, off the draw looking. Going to throw that. That's completed. Going to pick up a couple, so this will be 3rd and 5. Most likely they will have to kick this one away. At least I assume they're going to kick this one away. Oh, that's good. That makes a difference. Okay, so we're learning here. We're learning to pick up a few things, a few tricks of the trade. So I can probably close this out here. There we go. Okay. We're moving. We're learning. Off the draw. This is going to come all the way back. Kicked. And that's going to go out of bounds. So Jerry Grant's not going to be able to come up with the return. So the Argos will take possession at about their 5. Where are they going to spot this? We'll see when they come back where the ball is going to be. But the Argos are going to have a lot of field to make up for. A lot of field to make up for. Wow. All right. Now, if anybody here has been to the Argos this year, to an Argos game, the Argos did commemorative Grey Cup championship rings. Of course, a big win for the Argos. And of course, we're sporting ours. We got our championship ring here. It's kind of shiny in the lights, but a huge piece of hardware. Love it. The Argonauts always do a nice job. Your 2024 Grey Cup champions. Great ring they put out, and they do a real nice job. Real nice job. Boo Argos. Oh, by the way, not that I want to celebrate booing. Toronto Maple Leafs, couple of big signings announced a couple of days ago. John Tavares staying here in Toronto, and Matthew Nyes is now locked up. Matthew Nyes is signed. I saw it just before we came on here earlier. I got the little pop up on my phone that Matthew Nyes is going to be signing a 6-year extension, $7.75 million. So Matthew Nye is going to be locked up 6 years at $7.75. That is possible because John Tavares took a hometown deal signing for under $5 million, which is absolutely incredible. Only Leaf fans care about Tavares. Hey, Mega, why don't you ask the Islander fans who still boo the living daylights out of him every time he goes to that building? But Mega, the Oilers starting to move some bodies around. Kane being shipped out. So going to be more players that are apparently going to be leaving Edmonton. Connor Brown going to test the free agent market. I don't know what Edmonton's going to do. Edmonton needs some help. They got to free up some cash. Andrew, how's it going? Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. And you got to welcome in everybody, depending on which platform you're waiting on. Did McDavid make a move? Not yet. Still waiting to hear what he is going to do. We know he's been in conversations. He still has a year left, right? So he is due for that extension. The question is, do they trade him or do they keep him? All right. Argonauts going to get the football back here at their 11-yard line. And we got a flag on the play. Flag before the snap. What's the actual call going to be here? Now, I got to ask, can you guys hear the background noise at all? Is it pretty good? I'd love to know. So they're looking. They're actually going to review this to see who made the first jump. Anyone? The Max Domi Young Guns. I got some, Andrew. I got some. Domi's going to have a better year today. Domi is going to have a better year. Sounds okay? Okay, that's fine. All right, let's see what the call is. Oh, defensive offside. Defensive offside. So Ottawa going to be forced to move back. It's going to remain first down. It's going to become 1st and 5 now. RK, how's it going? Too many Leafs on the field. RK, that's outstanding. Too many Leafs on the field. Arbuckle is back. He's going to take it, handing it off, going to put this on the turf. No, faked it. Faked me out. I was watching the runner going up the middle. They go to Coxie, and Coxie cannot hang on to it. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. Oh, good fake out. Real good fake out. He got me big time there. He really got me there. But a good job. Ottawa defensively playing the Argos tight. The Argos trying to get in here, trying to make a play. They could not do it. Let's go. Yeah, we're trying streaming them both. Here's a long pass in the backfield. It's caught. But they go down, so they're going to pick up an extra yard. So that'll be 3rd and 3. Williams bringing that one, but they're going to kick this one away. They're not going to horse around so close to their own end zone. Arbuckle in trouble here early, forced all the way back. Couple drop passes, and this one was, a nice catch, but couldn't stay on the feet. So Williams goes down. He does pop back up to pick up a couple, but the Argonauts, they're going to have to kick this one away. Yikes. So the Redblacks will start in fantastic field position here. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, JT. Very happy with JT. This coming across, going to be taken down. Beverly, what's happening on your screen? All right, they're going to get a little commercial break here. Little pause for the cause. Hey, Sally, what's going on? Welcome in. Hockey Withdrawal. Happy Canada Day. That's right. I almost forgot. Canada Day coming up just a couple of days away. And of course, Canada Day is not just a special day for Canada. It's a special day because it's Free Agent Frenzy Day. All the free agents going to start making, not all of them, but a lot of them will start making some signings. Guy, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome to the party. And again, thank you all for being here. We appreciate it as we're our first stream with our new platform here. And I'll be honest, the panic the panic was setting in big time earlier, about an hour or so ago, as we were trying to figure out why, when I said go live, it wasn't going live. Why it was giving us problems. 2 hours ago, audio issues. Couldn't figure out why it was working, why it wasn't working, what is going on. But we're trying, we're seeing, and now that it's rolling, it's not bad. It's not bad. You know, with this new platform, you know, I wish the chat was kind of put all together in one chat instead of looking at multiple chat screens. But hey, we're working through. We are working our way through. We can turn that off now. So yeah, that's what it's all about. Actually, let's give this one more try, shall we? It can't break anything, I don't think. So we're gonna see if we can make one more thing happen here. Your chat is on my face. Oh, Beverly, in the vertical stream. Yeah, that's because I put the graphics at the top and I put me at the bottom because I wanted to. I thought the graphics would be more important than putting it than putting it the other way around. But that's okay. I don't mind having the chat walk all over me. All right, so I still got to figure out on this other platform. Off, nice little pass here and a takedown. Completed pass as the Ottawa Redblacks going to start to move the chains. Oh, I think that could be why. All right, I think we just figured out our issue. That's okay. Let's see if that will work for us. We want to put this back here. So, all right, there we go. I think we just solved that issue. Here comes Ottawa up to the line of scrimmage. They're going to bring this over. Oh, shoot. Can I end that? I figured it out and I didn't change the thing. All right. So we're learning here on the fly. We're doing lots of different things all at once, and that's part of what we do, right? That's part of what we do. All right, let's try this again. 2nd and 9 at the Toronto 50. Ottawa going to start to move their way forward. Here it is, back to pass. Look out, here comes the sack. They can't get him down. They throw it away. This is going to be out of bounds. Nice, tough defense here for the Argonauts. Great pressure, real nice pressure. Wow, real solid pressure by the Argos. That's what we like to see. The Argos giving it right now. Just giving it. Thank you for hitting those likes. And make sure if you haven't hit those likes yet, hit that like button for us. It helps us so much. Oh, we got a penalty. It is going to be 3rd down. So throw it away. Referee is going to call it, saying it was not close enough. So cannot complete. This does go out of bounds. It is going to be a flag. So 3rd down here. And way back, the Argos bringing up some good defense, bringing the ball back to the Ottawa 46. 3rd and 24. So they're going to kick this one away. It's up. It's going to come back. Grant is waiting for it. He's going to receive it about the 8-yard line. Going to start to cut up the middle, and he's taken down quite quickly. Jerry and Grant, oh boy, did he bust open for an absolute ton of runs last year. Would love to see him get going and make something happen here this year. They're going to go to commercial break. When they return, the Argonauts going to have possession again, and hopefully the Argonauts will do something. Randy, that is very cool if you're here. Just saw your note. That is awesome, Randy. Ottawa and Toronto, a rivalry that is not yet built up. You'd think it would be the way these two teams go against each other. Hey, Irises, what's going on, bud? Welcome in. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the show. Argonauts going to start here at their own 17-yard line. Back to pass. Arbuckle hands it off. They can barely get to the line of scrimmage. and then brought down. Not a good run here for Williams, taking it out of the gun. Yikes. Not a good start there. They really gotta start moving this ball. Excuse me. It's been an issue the Argonauts have had, is moving the football. Randy, you got 11. That's insane. That's amazing. Congrats. So the Argonauts need to move this football. It's been an issue they've been having week over week over week. At the line. Back to pass. Arbuckle waiting for the snap. 2nd and 10, bringing it all the way back. Looking. He rolls around, throws it short behind the line of scrimmage, trying to cut up, and they're going to be brought right back down. So again, the Argonauts are going to have to toss this one away. Yikes. So 6 minutes left here in the first quarter. The Argonauts, besides the field goal, really nothing going on here. Really have not done a good job moving the ball at all. 1 first down, 41 total yards. And as bad as the stats are for the Argonauts, it is better than what Ottawa is doing. Back to kick. This one is going to be up. It's blocked. Ottawa's going to block it. Loose ball's going to drop down. It's rolling around the 25. They pick it up, and it's going to be unbelievable field position here for the Ottawa Redblacks on a blocked punt. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Karen, what's going on? Welcome in. Sounds good, Karen. Sounds good. Unbelievable. And that commercial break is coming up right now. By the way, all the redemptions, we haven't reset anybody's points. So all your points still there. All the redemptions still work. Everything is still groovy like a drive-in movie. Let's go. 1 round. Rock, paper, scissors. You know how to play the game. All you have to do is put in the chat what you are taking, and don't change it after I throw mine. Okay, here we go. Rock, paper, scissors. Shoot, I'm going scissors. I'm going scissors. What do you got? What do you got? Mega, chop, chop, chop. I got you. I got you. Mega, that's like one of the first times. You beat me like all the time. We got more paper, paper, paper. Beverly found her way over here. Still fun. Always, always still fun, Mega. Always still fun. Oh, my goodness. Again, thanks for watching wherever you are. That's it. Nobody else. Oh, there we go. Karen's coming in with rock. Karen drops the rock on me. Urisses, I see you. I see you. You're not John Cena. You can't see me. I see you. Urisses, I got you there. But it is weird. It is weird. With whatever release, whatever YouTube rolled out where they've messed around with all the names, I believe there is a way you can go in and change your name. I'm just not sure how to do it. I'm not sure how to advise you on that. So something the Tubes has done is kind of made it look real awkward. But we're streaming vertically on the Tubes on 2 channels. We're horizontal and vertical. We're over on the TWIH. We're over on the tiki talk. We're everywhere tonight in all different formats. So wherever you're watching, thank you for checking us out. Make sure you hit the like on your platform of choice, and make sure you hit that subscribe or follow. We appreciate it. Here we go, back to the action. 1st and 10 for Ottawa with 5:20 to go in the first quarter. Gonna roll out, and here we go with the sakalaka. Little bit of a takedown. Nice run. The Argonauts keeping the legs going, and Crum is gonna crumble as they take him down. That was terrible, Sam. Dustin Crum not able to outrun there as the Argonauts catching him and bringing him down. I wish I could make this bigger or zoom in because it's very small. So again, as we work through some of the challenges here, we will continue to make adjustments in how we bring you Argonauts football. Argos with the lead, 3-0. Ottawa back to pass. Going to throw it behind the line of scrimmage. Flag on the play. This is going to be taken down. Let's see what this call is going to be. So it is a loss of 1 yard, but what is the flag call going to be? That will determine where this is going to go. It is Toronto. Replay, second down. So flag on Toronto. Hey, Dylan, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in, Dylan. Are you an Argo fan, a Redblack fan, or CFL in general fan? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. So little misplay here. It's going to be on the Toronto 21, 2nd and 6 here for Ottawa. Ottawa waiting to snap. They're going to bring this one back. Got lots of time. Going to throw it right to the first down marker. Didn't get over. Taking a big hit. Going to force them back. But the official looks like they're going to give them a very nice spot, and they may come away with this first down, and it looks like it is going to be a first down, Ottawa. Wow. Nice hit here. Judge, jury, and executioner. But takes him down and just couldn't hold him behind that first down line. 4 minutes to go. Ottawa looking to strike. They're in the red zone. The Toronto 15-yard line. Crum is back. He's going to look. He's got so much time. Great job. Now the pocket collapses, and he's taken down. Sakalaka. Chatfield Jr. is going to come up with the sack. Oh, Crum had so much time. The pocket was doing an amazing job, and it just collapsed real fast. Real Boxer, how's it going? Welcome in, everybody. Randy, what's up? Welcome in. Canadian football, yeah. Lyman, it started a couple of weeks ago. We're on week 4 already. Now, we've been a little slow out of the gate, but we had hockey to call. No help on the defense. Yeah, oh boy. They came in there quick. Back to pass again. 2nd and 13. This one is going over the top. In and out of the hands. The Argos going to pick it up. And tackled. McFadden is going to get the interception. What are they going to call? Are they actually going to keep this as an interception? It was in and out of the hands of the Ottawa receiver. And McFadden makes the catch. Oh, boy. A little tip play. Nice job here. Good eyes. Off the tip, good eyes, good hands, picking it up. McFadden couldn't bring it out of the end zone. But wow. So it is going to be an interception. Argonauts going to get possession from the 30-yard line. So here we go. Toronto's ball. Arbuckle going to fake the hand. No, this time he does hand it off. We got a bucket off. Helmet off. And the Argo player is down and hurt. He's not moving. Now he is. Oh, that was scary. That was scary for a moment. Oh, wow. Williams was kind of covering his face there, lying face down in the dirt. But he pops up. He's okay. He's okay. Larry, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody, wherever you're joining us from. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. But Williams just trying to protect himself. Could have been a bad play. Oh, and he actually takes a knee to the head. So as the helmet came off, the last defender jumping on the pile drops a knee right on his head. So he's gonna kind of make his way. I'm sure the trainers are gonna have a look, make sure there's no concussion issues. But it's 2nd and 10 from the Toronto 30. We got 2:15 to go here in the first quarter. Arbuckle back to pass for the Argos. Going to roll to the side. Going to throw it. First down, Argos and more. Nice little run there. That's what we needed to see. Tal is going to bring this one in. Open across the middle. A little rollout pitch. And you're going to toss that one, hit the first down marker. You don't have to go for it all the time. Sometimes a nice little pass is just enough. A nice little pass will get the job done. So good job here for the Argos. Back. Going to throw this across the middle, and it's dropped. Nice chance there for the Argos trying to hit another quick first down, but that one is in and out of the hands, and that's going to get dropped as Brissett. Brissett was right there and just could not pull it down, could not haul it down. Brissett coming real close there, real close. Down to a minute and a half. Minute and a half here in the first quarter of football. 3-0 Argonauts over Ottawa. Argos with possession, 2nd and 10 from the 46. Arbuckle is looking. He's going to hold and carry. He's going to pitch this. Oh, what a terrible play call. They pick up several yards. They pick up about 7 or 8. But that was not going anywhere. That was not a good toss. Arbuckle starts to run it, and there was a guy just a few strides ahead of him, Brown, and he just kind of tosses him the ball. So don't like that kind of display. Now, there was a man on him, not right on him, but about a stride and a half away. That's right, just short by a couple of yards. Wow. Need to add Canadian football to my parlays. The MLB has been, Lyman. CFL football is so much fun, but like most sports, it's so hard to predict. This is going to be kicked and land in the end zone. So this is going to be a drop a knee. The Argos will pick up a single point off that punt. 67-yard punt for Haggerty. It's going to give the Argos a single point, which you got to love the single point in the CFL. 4-0 Argos with 22 seconds left here in the first quarter of football. Wow. Love that. Love that. So Ottawa, they're going to get a chance to get something started here. The clock is going to start, but they will continue their drive going into the second quarter, as this will probably be the last play with 7 seconds left on the clock. There's the snap. It's going to be handed off, run up the gun, and he is going to get tackled as the clock struck 0. So it'll be second down. They will get to kick this. They will get to play this one out. Something different in the CFL is when the clock is 0, as long as the player was downed before it strikes 0, you can still run the play. Excuse me. You can still run the play. And they're going to elect to call this one. All right, they're going to go commercial break. Quarter number 2 kind of up as the Argos have the lead 4-0. So while they're going to commercial break in between quarters, let's take a moment and just look at some of these stats here in the first. Not a great first by either team. The Argos with 2 first downs, Ottawa with 3. When we take a look at total yards, 64 total yards for the Argonauts, 36 for Ottawa. Yikes, that's just bad. Toronto, it's all passing yards, nothing doing on the rush. Possession time, pretty close, 7:44 for the Argos, 7:16 for Ottawa. In terms of the quarterbacks, Arbuckle going 6 for 9. Dustin Crum, 3 for 5. Rushing, Mayan Williams, only 2 carries, no yards. Daniels, 1 reception for 32 yards. Meidel, 1 reception for 16 yards. Brown, 1 for 7. Unger, the third, 1 for 6. Over on the Ottawa side, Pimpleton, 1 for 12. Hardy, 1 for 6. And Lewis, 1 for 6. Adebayoye goes 2 carries for 11 yards in the rushing department. Neither of these teams can get their rush going. Both these teams certainly struggling mightily with the rush. Can't really get it going on. They need to find their way. Need to figure it out. The Argos, they will, though. It's going to be a long season. We know it's going to be a long season, and you can't count out this Argonaut team. You just cannot count out this Argonauts team. They will find their way. They will get it going and get it going well. But again, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. The Argonauts put up some better numbers. Right? Put up some better numbers. That's all we can say. But they need to. They need to. Ottawa, listen, this is a game where Toronto needs to find their way and get back on track, right? Because Ottawa's not a dominant force. Off the draw, Ottawa's back to pass. Long throw. This is a great reception. Hauled down just over the 50. Great catch. Great catch. Wow. Crum's going to send this one down to Lewis. Going to catch it just inside the Toronto 50. A 25-yard reception. Is that what I'm seeing? Huge pass. Crum just comes out and launches this one in between two defenders, goes up and brings down the ball. So that's how you start it up. 1st and 10 here at the Toronto 45. Great placement. Ottawa back to pass, looking to the far side. Going to go across again with a long 15-yard pass or so. Over to Hardy. He's going to pull it in at the Toronto 30. So another first down here for Ottawa. The defense is sleeping. Jared, what's going on? Thursday was your 24th birthday last week. Oh, well, very happy birthday. Very happy birthday to you. And I'm pretty sure our redemption should still work. Let's see. So flag is coming out. Oh, it doesn't look like our... Is it not working? All right, we'll have to, we might have to refresh our stream bot here. Offside replay, first down. Dallas, what's going on? Yeah, it's YouTube did some kind of weird release thing. It's very sus. Very sus. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can fix our stream bot here. This is going to be driven back to the line of scrimmage. They can't run this one in. So nice takedown. All right, let's see. Let's see. The bot is running. Did somebody try their points and see if... well, you know what? Let's reboot it. Let's reboot it. This is going to get taken down. Oh, I know why. I know why. Let's see here. I know why it doesn't work. Way to go, Samwelb. I know exactly why it's not doing what we expected it to do. Well, I believe. So let's see if we can figure this one out here real quick. Bear with me. Time count violation. All right, let's see if that works here. Let's see if that works. Let's see. You're jumping back and forth. We appreciate that. If this doesn't work, I might have to. Yeah, I don't know why our bot isn't working. We'll have to figure that out. Back to pass. This is going to be caught trying to carry it around. Ottawa just all over the place. Fumbalaya. Argos recover. Argos going to run this one up along the sideline. Argos force the fumble. They're going to take this to the house. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Argos! Touchdown! Wow! Unbelievable! The rookie. The fumble comes out. He picks it up and he runs it all the way down. Unbelievable. That I did not see coming. That I definitely did not see coming. The ball pops out and they run it all the way down. There you go. Forcing turnovers, hustling down. Wow. Unbelievable. The Argonauts running it all the way down the extra point. Hiralahu is going to put this one up. It's going to be good, and it's 11-0 Argos. In a game where they needed to find a way of putting some points on the board, they turn around and do just that. They're going to go to commercial break. Unbelievable. Running this one down. The hustle. The hustle. All right, so we have to figure out why is that why? Why our alert box does not want to work. What? Whoa, ho, 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 wow. All right, that worked. That worked all over the place. Did you guys see that? Holy smokes. All right, so that definitely that definitely worked. So the question is, why is our redemptions not coming up? That did it. Hey, Prep, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in. So something's up with the redemption bot. That I don't know why or what. Because it doesn't seem to be working. I wonder if this is... Well, we're not going to speculate. We'll have to figure it out. We'll add it to the list of things to look at. I think both of our bots not operating here today. So we'll get those going. But let's see. All right. Oh, so it's showing. Okay, your redemption shows up. Did it pop up on the screen? I didn't see it pop up on the screen, but I was looking away. All right, if it's working for you guys, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Did anyone else play Knuckles with a quarter? Oh, my goodness. Absolutely, Prep. It did pop up. All right, thank you. Thank you for testing and making sure that was working A-OK. Oh, boy. I tell you. Coming back, the Argos. Touchdown, 11-0. 2 turnovers for Ottawa so far. Toronto finding ways to capitalize. Kick is off. Ottawa going to receive 11.5 to go here in the second quarter. They're going to get stopped and taken down about the 35. So nice takedown there by Judge. A little good sportsmanship here. So a nice punch out. What happened is the Ottawa player had the ball. The Argo came up underneath the arm, gave a little punch to the ball, and knocked that one loose. Heads up play by Franklin to pop the ball loose, and then it's the Rook who picks it up and runs it all the way to the house. So great defense by Franklin. Ivan, I hope so. I hope the Argos will get the win. They need to. Michael, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here on our inaugural stream on our new machine, our new platform. And I'll be honest with you, the other one was so much easier. So we might switch back, but we'll see. So setting it up, Ottawa 1st and 10 at their own 35. Snap, gonna fake the handoff and he dodges it. The sack was there. Crum ducks away. He's going to throw this one deep, but it's going to drop incomplete. Nice rollout by Crum as the Argos D got in there real fast. Yeah, Beverly, I don't know why. I don't know what YouTube did to what they were releasing that messed up the usernames like that. Very, very bizarre. But Crum with a nice job just putting the head down, spinning away from that tackle, because he was pretty much going down. So 2nd and 10. Let's see what Crum has up his sleeve here. Setting it up, getting ready. Drawing it back. That is going to be a low throw, incomplete as the official is waving his arms. Braylon tried to come up with it, but had to scoop it off the ground. Oh, bloody knuckles. Oh, man. Prep those games. It takes me way back to the high school days. Way back. Yeah, most of the names are pretty close. Some of them are very different. So I apologize if you're a longtime viewer and I don't recognize your name, because some of them are very different than what I expected them to be. He did, Michael. Yes, Doug Flutie played for the Argonauts. He was a great Argonaut. Spinning around, Grant juking and jiving, nice moves to get through, and finally he's pulled down. All the dancing didn't really accomplish much, didn't really move up many yards. But a nice job. They're going to go to a commercial break, it looks like. It's a beautiful night, even here in Toronto. A gorgeous, gorgeous night. Looks great in Ottawa as well. All right, if you missed it earlier, of course, huge Toronto Maple Leaf hockey news as we're going towards free agency. John Tavares, you all saw I put out that post the other day. He signed. It looks like Matthew Nyes is now going to be locked up for 6 years. So Matthew Nyes going to be staying with Toronto, which is amazing. So good to see that Matthew Nyes is going to be hanging around here for a while. Very, very important. We're broadcasting in a couple of different formats today, so I'd appreciate it if you've watched us over on the vertical format. Let me know. Is it good? Do you like it? Does it come out well on the phone? Do you not like it? Should we just stick to horizontal? We're trying some new things now that we've increased our power output, shall we say. We certainly have the ability to stream in multiple formats. So if you enjoy the vertical platform, if you enjoy watching on your mobile device, we can certainly continue doing that if that is something you would prefer to do. Something I'd like to continue to do. But yeah, these Argos, oh boy, they're up to a nice lead here, but they are so frustrating. You can't assume they're going to hang on to this lead. Anything can happen. Anything can fall apart. These Argos, it's been a tough season. And I know there's a lot of turnover, and there's always reasons why. Of course, you know, they're waiting for their quarterback to come back. But Arbuckle was the guy who got the job done last year and just struggling. He doesn't run a whole lot. Arbuckle's not going to run. He's not going to, use his legs. He's going to throw. And because everybody knows that, it becomes very difficult to spot out. All right, Toronto with possession off the drop. Little throwback. Nice pass, Arbuckle. It is caught. Daniels taking it all the way down to the Ottawa 40. There it is. Arbuckle not wasting time off the snap. Buying Daniels a few moments to get downfield, and a nice pass. A great pass and a nice reception by Daniels on the run, reaching behind him to pull that one in. That was absolutely huge. That was wonderful. If you're just coming in, by the way, make sure you tap that like button for us. Hit that thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please do consider hitting that subscribe or follow for us. So here we go off the draw. This time it's going to be fake handoff again. Going to go right back to Daniels and another first down, Argos. Daniels, a couple back-to-back receptions, going to move the chains. Hilas, what's going on? Welcome in from Halifax, Nova Scotia. Hope it's a beautiful evening out east for you, and good to see you. I probably butchered your name, so I apologize, but welcome in. Daniels, couple of great receptions. Love it. Off the snap, going to throw it down again. Another reception. The Argos taking it down to the 3-yard line. We'll see where they're going to spot this one, but it's Meidel who's going to haul this one in, and another pass by Arbuckle. Now we're talking. This is how we do it. What a pass. Daniel Barry, what's going on? Welcome in. Great job just opening up the field. There was a little collision there. Meidel picks it up, and the Argonauts going to have a good chance from the red zone here at the 3-yard line. First and goal, Argos. Now we're talking. 100 days till hockey season. Dallas, I might need more time. Off the draw, Argos going to run this one up the gut. They get up to about the 2, but they can't cross the line. I did, yeah, Prep. I'm so excited. Great deal. 6 years for Matty Nyes. Great signing. Real good signing. This is exactly what we needed to see. Matthew Nyes getting it done. Staying in Toronto. Nyes and Tavares both staying in Toronto. I mean, it's just amazing, right? It's just amazing. That's exactly what Leaf fans wanted to see. And, of course, the big Mitch Marner rumors flourishing right now. Here we go. Second and goal. Arbuckle spinning and to throw it in. Touchdown, Argos.
Touchdown!
Argos. Hunter going to pull this one in. And there we go. The Argonauts extending the lead. Boom. 17, waiting for the extra point. Didn't know CFL played in the summer. Yeah, it's kind of opposite. It is, with hockey going all winter and spring, the Argonauts kind of kick off in the spring. They'll go all summer. And, of course, Grey Cup will end up being in November. So, yeah, try to be a little opposite of the National Football League. But it's some good summer coverage. We'll be here bringing it to you. Hey, what's going on? Welcome in, Dan. Hope you're doing well. So they're going to put it up. It's good. 18-0 Toronto. Just under 7 minutes to go in the first half. The Argonauts starting to put some points on the board. I know Ottawa is a little bit of a weaker defense, but sometimes you need a weak defense to put some points to start building your confidence, right? As you start getting that confidence, you'll start doing more and more. Arbuckle is now 10 for 13 with 142 yards. Hockey season is over. Can we keep the talk on football? AV Canada, yes, we love our football. But it's just, free agency is there. There's lots going on in the world of sports. So we got to build it all.
Yes, because you're talking to a lamb.
Mega, I had to build that and put it together. It's generic, yes, but it does the job. It does the job. Holy smokes. But yeah, I apologize. We missed the first couple of Argonaut games because of hockey conflicts, and then we were away for a little bit. We had some conflicts. We wanted to take a little bit of time off. As most of you know, we've been streaming every single day for the last 2 months or so, 2.5 months. So it took a little time off, and we made some investments. We're going to talk about it at halftime, some of the changes that are coming and that we're working on, but lots going on here at the channel. Not sure about the CFL rules. How did they score just 1 point earlier? Radio, hope you're doing well. So the Canadian Football League has these single-point rules, and there are a couple of different ways you can get the single. A missed field goal will get you a single point. If you punt the ball through the end zone, it'll get you a single point. So the single point, actually, it's a big deal. It can really mess with the score. But it's a lot of fun. And I should call out, because I know there's some folks in here that maybe they're not familiar with the Canadian game. The Canadian game is certainly very different than the National Football League. First of all, the Canadian Football League balls are bigger. They're thicker. They're wider. So you can see it's a pretty big ball. It's a pretty big ball. So much bigger ball than the NFL ball. The field is actually bigger as well. It's a longer field, 110 yards, and it's a wider field. Here we go, back from commercial. Off the kick, Ottawa's going to run this one up. Nice little run back here, going to get taken down finally. So you got a longer field, a wider field. You got bigger balls, and the uprights are at the front of the end zone, which you can kind of see down here on the field representation. The uprights are at the front. So you got to be careful when you're cutting across, going to that middle. We've had a lot of players run into the posts, into the uprights. So, and the end zones are actually wider as well than the National Football League end zones. One of the big differences as well in the Canadian game, there's only 3 down instead of 4. So 3 downs to go 10 yards. Where in the NFL, you have 4 downs. Off the snap, Ottawa going to run this one up the middle, get taken down. So in a scenario where your first down, you don't really gain anything, that means you got 1 down left. Your second down really is a chance to do something. You're not going to gamble on 3rd down unless it's like 1st and inches or, you know, it's late in the game and you need to try to continue to keep a drive alive. So it's a very different game. It's a very exciting game. Fast moving, a lot of running. It's a wicked game. So 18-0 Toronto here. We got 5:50 to go in the first half. The Ottawa 47, Crum back to pass, going to throw this one out, trying to get to the first down marker. They do, scooching across, and it was actually right at midfield at the 55-yard line, but we got a flag on the play. Is this going to be roughing the passer? What is this going to be? Holding. Holding on Ottawa. So that's going to negate the pickup. It's going to remain 2nd down, and they're going to back it up to be 2nd and 18. 2nd and 18. Got to get this one going. Yeah, footballs are larger and bowling balls are smaller. Oh, I haven't gone bowling in so long. Need to go bowling. All right, 2nd and 18 back at the Ottawa 37. The ball is snapped. They drop it. They pick it up. Going to move this one forward. They pick up a few yards, but not much. And there's a German suplex. Throwing the Ottawa player down. Grabs him from behind and just heaves him up backwards. Judge dropping it down. So Ottawa going to be forced to punt in this situation. It's 3rd and 10 with a lot of yards to go. So they're going to kick this one off. Should give Toronto some decent field position. Back, here's the kick. Got all of it. Really good kick, actually. Wow. Great kick. Grant is going to pick it up at the 10. He's going to skip over to the 15. Now he gets taken down. So a fantastic kick by Ottawa. Going to put Toronto deep. Play Duckpin, Massachusetts. See in California. I don't even know what that is. Hey, maybe it was pretty close. He grabbed him and threw him over. Listen, he's not Brock Lesnar here, but that was a nice tackle takedown. Got him and just ripped him up and over the head. Love it. 4.5. We're down to 4.5. Hayden, what's going on? Welcome in. So the Argos with the ball at their own 18-yard line. 1st and 10. They have the lead. Arbuckle back to pass. A long one. That's going to be, almost caught. And then Coxie just gets hammered and goes down awkwardly. He's fine. And some trash talking going back and forth. There's a big hit here. Coxie couldn't hang it on. Colden with a nice hit. Colden for Ottawa. Just comes over and boom, a little blindsided shot. That was very much a la Scott Stevens. The way he just came across and laid the shoulder into him. Catches him right on the blind side, and he almost does a cartwheel in the air. Arbuckle, 2nd and 10 now. He's looking, pocket going to close on him, shakes off one, runs into a linebacker. He goes down, and it's an Ottawa sack. Toronto's going to be forced to kick this one away with 3:40 to go. Oh, boy. After Ottawa had to kick the ball away, they play some heavy defense here. Arbuckle was able to get away from 1, couldn't get away from 2, and he goes down. Wow, that was wild. Oops. This is going to be played back, and a kick, almost a block again. This is going to come back. Ottawa receives at their own 40. Great field possession. Toronto going to take them down. 3 minutes left to go. Ottawa's going to have some nice field position here. Toronto's going to find themselves in a little bit of a pickle. They're going to need to move this one. 3-minute warning. That's something different, of course. The 3-minute warning versus the 2-minute warning. Watch the NFL. Oh, radio, you're very, very welcome. They're going to go to commercial break. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging in, checking us out. Oh, yeah, Hayden, it's driving me nuts. I don't know why they did this. Hopefully they'll fix it. Hopefully they'll put it back because it makes it very difficult. Very difficult. But hopefully they'll realize it was an oopsie and they'll figure it all out real quick. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here again. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe or follow. We appreciate it. You can check us out on all of social media platforms. Checking it, the Samwelb 12 experience. So this is actually not bad. Now that we got everything up and running, it's not so bad. I'll fill you in at halftime on some of the changes we've made, some of the things we were doing. Radio was actually the Argonauts that won last year. The Argonauts won last year, and they have these very, very pretty rings. These very pretty championship rings. The glare of the lights makes it real hard, but they're really, really nice rings. There it is, Argos. So yeah, very cool. Nice job, Toronto. And of course, talking about Toronto and Toronto teams, Keith Pelly, who's now kind of taken over for MLSE, been getting rid of all the presidents of all the different teams. Of course, the Raptors, sorry, he's the latest to go. And of course, Keith Pelly was the one who brought the Argonauts out of receivership and really brought them back to their winning ways and kind of saved the franchise leading it. So we'll have to wait and see. So the chainsaws are out. They're chopping some, I don't know what they're doing here. They got some axes out on the sidelines, some chainsaws. Very interesting. All right, back to pick this one up, back to play. The Ottawa 48, back to snap, going to throw it over the middle. Some tough defense from the Argonauts, going to allow them to pick up a couple, maybe 5. So a nice little takedown there. Jess, if you're looking for the field, you can check out the CFL.ca. CFL.ca will give to you all your good action, all your good information. Of course, the Canadian Football League does a nice job trying to bring you as many stats as they can. Ottawa back to pass again. First down. Oh, they dropped it. Incomplete pass. Oh, it was right there. They couldn't hang on. That's a good job for the Argonauts. As that ball is dropped, the Argos are going to have a chance to move things forward now. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. What is Ottawa going to do now? 3rd and 5. They're down by 18 points. Are they going to go for it or are they going to kick this one away? They're just about midfield, and they're going to punt this one away. They're not going to take any chances. Argos Grant grabs it at the 10. He's going to run up to the 20, to the 25, and he's going to go down in and around there. So Arbuckle's going to come on with 2:14 to go. Lots of time that he can continue to extend this lead. Oh, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Arbuckle. What is he going to do? So I guess that's going to be the halftime show. They're going to do a little bit of a lumberjack halftime show with the chainsaws and the axe. Is that what they're hyping up here? Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you, Noah. Thank you for the likes. So the Argonauts with a nice lead, 18-0. We got 2:14 to go in the first half. So can't believe first half is almost done. This is wild. Kate Burness making her way over to the set. She does a great job with CFL coverage. I will give credit TSN. TSN does a phenomenal job if you're in Canada. They're the best. They're the best for CFL. Very knowledgeable panel. So long, lengthy delay here. All right, finally they're going to blow this one in. Let's get this one back up and running. So the Argonauts with possession, 2:14 to go. We need Dunnigan back. Oh, Donnie, yeah. He was great. Going to run this over the far side. First down and more to the 40-yard line. And everyone's looking around. Is this a fumble? Can't see it on the pile. Argonauts have possession. It might have squeaked free for a minute there as Daniels comes up with it. Always nervous there. Always nervous. Yeah, Dunnigan was great. He was really, really good. So a nice little handoff here, a little tap almost. And the ball does pop out. It is. It's right there. And great heads-up play by Daniels to jump on that. Thank you, Donnie, for hitting that follow. Argos, Arbuckle, fakes the handoff, spinning around. He's looking. He's got all kinds of time. He's going to carry it. Arbuckle doesn't run, and he does. And he carries it almost to the first down marker. So this could be, I think, 2nd and 1. This is right there. All depending on the spot. But Arbuckle just setting this one. Putting the feet down, running it up, and a little stutter step cost them. They're going to run this up. Argos way short, way short. They were 2 yards short. They can barely get to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down here for Toronto. Now, what are the Argonauts going to do? And Arbuckle's coming off, so they're going to kick this one away. They're up 18-0, 1:37 to go. It is a smart play to punt this one away. They actually lost a yard there. So it's going to be 3rd and 3. Andrew, what's going on? Welcome in. You got them both going on. Thank you, Andrew. Zoran, what's going on? Zoran, we're over on the other stream. You're over, it looks like you're in the vertical stream. Come on over to the horizontal stream unless you're watching on your phone. Yeah, trying the vertical stream here tonight. We got both going. This is going to be kicked up. Going way back. Nice reception at the 20. Ottawa going to run it up the middle, and there's a takedown about the 32. So it's going to be 1:09 for Ottawa to put some points up on the board. Toronto going to look to try and stop them. Going to try and close this one out. But thanks, Andrew. I appreciate it. I wish the two chats could be combined into one. So depending on where you were watching, you could comment and actually chat cross stream. But I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming. All right, here we go. Crum. He's got a minute. Let's see what he can make of it. This is going to be back around. He's going to carry it, still running it up. And he gets taken down with about 3 or 4 yards short of the first down. So 9 seconds, he picks up a bunch of yards. Good job for Crum. When you got no play, nothing to force, you don't want to throw it away. Let's see, Zoran, you're still in the vertical. You're still in the vertical one. Mega, if you don't mind, drop him the link. Make it easy for him. Make it easy for him. We got an injured Argonaut down on the field. 2nd and 4 for Ottawa at the 38-yard line. They're going to have to move. You know, one thing, just thinking about it, actually, in this new format, I don't know how to end all the streams. We'll worry about that when the time comes. But, yeah, we're going to have lots of conversation. So it seems like with the stream running, everything is Running all good. I have no idea how to find you. Zoran is lost. Zoran is lost. Yeah, Mega, can you, or one of the mods, can you just put the link in the other stream so folks know folks know where the horizontal is? So the injured Argos still down on the field. Coming up at halftime, we'll go over all the stats from the first half, and we'll certainly bring you up to speed on what we've been doing on the last couple of weeks or so. Tell you what we're going to be doing over the summer. So still trying to get this going. So I will say, well, no, I'll save it. I'll save it. I don't want to give it away. Don't want to give anything away. 18-0, 1 minute left to go. Trying to get the injured Argo up off the field. Looks like he's off. We're ready to go. Ready to throw this one around. Lots of conversations going on the field here. Ottawa talking to the official. Official finally going to blow this one in. And here we go. 1 minute left to go in half number one. Ottawa snapping it back. Crum puts his head down. He's wrapped up. Gets it away. No first down, though. Ottawa was right there. They do not cross the line. And White is going to get taken down. It's going to force third down. Unbelievable. Crum gets all wrapped up. He somehow stays on his feet. He throws this one over to White. White, he just had to take one step to his right. He did not. And they're going to gamble it. 3rd and 1. Let's see as they sort out the pile. Did they get it? JT, yes indeed. CFL action. Toronto Argonauts versus the Ottawa Redblacks in week 4 of the Canadian Football League. Is indeed a first down, Ottawa. 40 seconds to go. Ottawa trying to get some points. It's 18-0 Argonauts. Back to pass. This one is going to be incomplete. Tough catch. Tough catch. It's in and out of the breadbasket. And that ball's going to hit the dirt. So Sunday evening, thanks for joining us. I didn't even realize it's Sunday. I still thought it was Saturday. My days are all mixed up, Mother Goose. Hey, Dallas, can you do me a favor? Can you grab the link from the horizontal stream and go drop it over in the vertical stream, please and thank you? David, what's going on? Welcome in. We have not refreshed any of the points. So, by the way, if you're watching on one of the YT channels, you can do ! points. It'll tell you how many points you have. We have a challenge on the field. Challenge on the field. Yeah, 3 downs. 3 downs to go 10 yards. It's crazy. All right, they're going to have a little pause. Nope. Now they're going to come back. They're challenging this. I don't think there was a hole. I don't think it was. I don't think it's pass interference either. Franklin looked like he had good possession. He did have, mind you, he has that right hand around on the right hip. He is reaching. I can't tell. I don't know if he actually got it in with the hold. The problem with the replay, the one close-up replay, you actually have a photographer who's blocking the sight line of the hand coming around. So they are challenging this. We'll see what they determine. There is 33 seconds left in the clock. Ottawa, they need to do whatever they can do right now to try and pick something up. Hey, what's up, Theo? Welcome in, buddy. Multi-talented. There it is. Thank you, Dallas. There's the link for the horizontal stream. We'll pin that up top there. So if you're watching the vertical one, you can come over to the horizontal by clicking that link up top. So we're waiting for the replay center to review this. Why are you not at the game? WPG, I would love to be at the game. However, it is in Ottawa tonight, and I am in Toronto. Let's see what the call is. They are calling it defensive pass interference. So Ottawa with a big break here. Wow, I'm not so sure about that one. Yeah, well, it's Montreal draws pretty good. Saskatchewan draws pretty good. BC, most crowds draw pretty well. WPG. Toronto does not. Although they said for their home opener a couple of weeks ago they had like 18,000 people, so that's pretty good for them. Turning around, Ottawa going to throw this one. It's caught, but is he in bounds? They're saying no, and there's another flag on the play as Crum gets hit pretty hard here. So we got a couple of flags down. So Crum rolls out to the left, and he takes a big hit after he throws it. So that should be a roughing the passer. Toronto getting a little sloppy here. Got to keep your emotions in check. There he is, Zoran, you found your way. Good to see ya. So 25 seconds, again, another flag. And it is important because it could mean some serious yardage. Let's see the call. So it was holding on Ottawa, then major foul roughing the passer on Toronto. It's going to be a gain in yardage for Ottawa, about 5 yards. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Ottawa. So Ottawa with 25 seconds on the clock in this first half. They do move up some yards. So it's 1st and 10. They are at about the Argonaut 49. Quick throw. I'm going to move it up. So that's going to get it up to the 39. So they were at the 52. That's going to bring it up to the 39. Quick play. Going to give them a chance now. If they want to kick a field goal, they'll have an opportunity to do so. 2nd and 2. Let's see what Ottawa runs here. I assume they're just going to pound it up the middle. And they're not. They're going back in shotgun. They're going to throw it. Look out. Here comes a sack. It's a fumble. Ottawa's going to recover. They're going to pick it up. Trying to bring this one forward. They cannot get back to the line of scrimmage with 7 seconds to go. It's going to be a loss of a couple. And wow, Lee Jr. seeing the ball drop down as Crum got hit hard, able to pick this one up and recover, not letting the Argos find the loose ball. Tried to get at least back to the line of scrimmage. Nice spin move. And he's a big man. Toronto could not take him down with ease. So now Ottawa, I assume they're going to go for the field goal. So no time left on the clock. This is the last play of the half. Lewis Ward is going to come in. He's 5 for 7. It's going to be a 50-yard field goal attempt. This should be no problem. It's up, it's straight, and it has the legs. And the Ottawa Redblacks are on the board as the first half comes to an end. Ottawa putting 3 up on the board. So 18-3 is going to be your final score after the first half of play. Absolutely wild. What a half. What a half of football. Nick Arbuckle ends up going 11 for 15, 158 yards and a touchdown. Dustin Crum goes 10 for 15, 105 yards with an interception. Did not throw a TD. Some good receiving yards here for the Argonauts. Daniels, 3 receptions, 82 yards. Meidel, 3 for 59. The big guns for Ottawa. Pimpleton, he goes 3 for 35. Lewis, 2 for 31. Hardy goes 3 for 28. The rushing side, the Argos barely rushed the ball at all. Arbuckle, 1 rush, 1 carry for 8 yards. Kevin Brown, 2 for 1. Adebayoye goes 2 for 11. Crum 2 for 6. So not a lot of running in this game, but boy, oh boy, some good passing. The Argonauts go 1 for 1 in the field goal department, as do the Ottawa Redblacks. From a punting perspective, 5 punts for Haggerty. His longest, 68 yards. 68 yards on the punt. That is absolutely incredible. Richie Leon, he goes 5 punts as well. His longest, 57 yards. On the return, Jerry and Grant, only one return on the kick return, 26 yards. The punt return, he had 38 yards, so just not able to break free. Deadman on the kick return goes 2 for 47, his longest being a 26. And on the punt return, 3 for 40 yards, longest being 16. All right, so those are your first half stats. And I guess we should talk about team stats, eh? Why not? 8 first downs for Ottawa, 7 for Toronto. Toronto total 167 yards, being 158 passing, 9 rushing. Ottawa going 131 total yards, 105 passing, 26 rushing. Toronto 1 for 1 in the red zone attempt. Ottawa is 0 for 2. That's good signs of the Toronto defense. Possession, 14 minutes for the Argonauts. 15:48, almost 16 minutes for Ottawa. No turnovers for Toronto. 2 turnovers for Ottawa. Wow. Unbelievable. Ottawa, it was favored on the money line at minus 126. Coming into this one, the Argonauts certainly getting the job done, and they're looking pretty darn good right now. Hiller Arhu, he started the scoring with a field goal for the Argonauts. Haggerty then put up a punt, grabbing a single point. Then it was the Argonauts touchdown on the crumb. The pass was complete, but then it was a little pick, a little knockout, a punch out in Slywalka. He picks it up, the rookie runs it down for a touchdown. It was amazing. Arbuckle then throwing it to Hunter for a touchdown. The extra points were good on both. And then, as we just saw moments ago, Lewis Ward puts up the field goal to put Ottawa on the board. All right, those are the stats. Let me tell you a little bit about what's been going on and what we're doing here on the channel. So I know we've been away for a week or so, week and a half, putting up a lot of shorts. We've been putting up some stuff, some videos, a lot of community posts. So let me tell you a few things. First, in regards to the community section on the tubes. You now, as subscribers, have the ability to put posts up. So where I will put posts up letting you know important news, information about the channel, you can go on and make a post as well. So when something happens in the world of sports and you want to share it with our community, you can go to our channel, to the community section, and you can actually make a post. So that's pretty cool. That's very cool. You can start conversations. For example, we'll say the Matthew Nye signing that is happening as we speak. If you're excited and you get that little graphic and you want to upload it and put it on the channel and say, at Samwelb, Matthew Nyes is staying, and then start a conversation, you absolutely can do that. We would encourage you. We want you to go to our community section and help build up that community. We know our community is amazing when it comes to live streams and being here in the chat. We can now take that to our community section right on the page. So that's the first big new feature that has just rolled out. Now, here for ourselves, we made a massive investment. A lot of you may or may not know we have a gaming channel, the Samwelb B12 Gaming Experience. So the gaming channel was something that we started for my boys. They were putting up some content, but with school and hockey and everything they're involved with, they got really busy. So what we said is this summer, we're going to make some investments to help our streaming, to give us more power to do things. And we're also going to try to build up that channel as well. So we invested in a pretty heavy piece of machinery here, a pretty substantial gaming machine that we're going to be doing a bunch of gaming from. So if you are a gaming fan, go on over, and if Dallas or one of the mods, if you don't mind dropping, I haven't programmed the Stream Deck yet for this new software, but if you don't mind dropping in the gaming channel link, that would be awesome. You can go over and subscribe to it, Samwelb B12 Experience, Samwelb B12 Gaming Experience. We're going to be doing a lot of gaming there. So if you like Fortnite, if you like Call of Duty, if you like Starfield, all kinds of stuff, we're going to be putting that through. Hey, Dave, what's going on? Welcome in. Okay, and I need to know your thoughts. We'll get to that, Dave. We'll get to that. I thought all your super chats were funding your ice cream cone out. That's amazing. No, we put it all to good use. we put it all to good use. So we made this heavy investment, and it's funny. I haven't bought a computer in a long time. And so you can't just buy a computer these days. You got to get a high quality monitor. You got to get sound. You got to get this, that. And I was sitting here going, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. So it was a pretty hefty investment. So we're going to make sure we use it. There it is. Thank you, Dallas. So there is the link to our gaming channel. Go over, hit that subscribe button for us. We'd love for you to check us out while we do some gaming streams over there. Now, we're also rebuilding out this new platform with this new powerful machine. A lot of you know we had problems with our laptop during hockey last year with too many things open and it overheating and whatnot. So we're trying it out here. Obviously, this is our first stream using this new platform. It seems to be working okay. Hopefully, the experience for you looks pretty good. Over here, it's a bit of a mess. This is a really, really hard platform to figure out and build. And we got to rebuild everything from scratch. So we're going to try it out. We're going to see as we get closer to preseason for hockey. We'll continue to use this for football. And if it gets easier, we'll continue with it. If it doesn't, we'll come up with an alternative. But we've invested very, very heavily to improve and make things better. And it's because of all of you guys that we were able to do that. And I hope you'll continue to support us as we work through some of these kinks. Cottaging, what's going on? Welcome in. I did not, buddy. I actually had some business to attend to, so I didn't get to see the first half of the draft live. The good thing is the draft went 4.5 hours or something crazy like that, so certainly watched it later on. But yeah, we knew. I told you he was going to go second. I told you he was going second, and I told you he was going to San Jose. Can we play Duck Hunt? There's probably a way, Dallas. We can find a way to play Duck Hunt. There's probably a way. But we're going to have lots. We're going to do lots of different things, lots of unique things that we're going to try. Because we have so much more power to work with now, it will give us more opportunities. But we're only going to do what everybody wants. So if it's not for you, you're not enjoying it, let us know, and we'll definitely look to change things up a bit. But I think this is going to make our hockey season a lot better. But we got to make sure that we can actually work through with some of these new programs. The program we used to use was very, very simple to use. Very, very easy. This is extremely complicated. So we'll see how far we'll be willing to take it and how far we can go, but should be good. So that's kind of what we've been up to. We did take a little bit of time off. Needed to rest and relax a little bit from going hard for 2 months, and we had to give our mods a little bit of a rest. Had to give our mods a chance to recoup. But we're still here, and we're going to be coming down more. Obviously, our streams in the summer won't be every day or every other day like they were. But we'll certainly have Argos football coming from you. We'll have the gaming streams we're going to start to fire up. We're going to have lots of videos coming along. So there's tons that we're going to be talking about. Now, Dave, you asked the question. Great time when playing Cooper. So let me scroll back. Dave asked the question. Thoughts, will McDavid stay with the Oilers? So, Dave, I don't think he is going to stay with the Oilers. I don't. I think McDavid is going to be on the move. I think he will be going somewhere based off how the season ended. Now, of course, you go away, you go on vacation, you get away, maybe his feelings will change. But I think it really depends what Edmonton does kind of over the next coming weeks. McDavid certainly is going to be worth an extension and a big extension. Can the Oilers afford him? I don't know with that Draisaitl deal. They obviously need to make some defensive changes. They obviously need to make some forward changes. They obviously need to invest in some goaltenders. So Edmonton, it's going to be interesting to see what they can do. Yeah, it's an interesting situation with Vegas, a very interesting situation. Michael, yes, the BC Lions. So not in Vancouver directly, but they're not the Vancouver Lions. They're the BC Lions. So there is a team out west. When it comes to Vegas, Vegas kind of being accused of tampering a little bit. Apparently, there's some tampering going on, and in the conversations Toronto and Vegas are having, Toronto has kind of said, listen, we'll do a sign and trade, no problem. And I kind of feel like I don't want to call it blackmail, but I kind of feel like Toronto's hardballing a little bit, saying, listen, we know there's tampering going on. You do a sign and trade and you give us what we want, and we won't, have the league investigate it. So I think at the end of the day, Marner is going to end up going to Vegas. It just depends on what Toronto gets back. I've heard they wanted Roy and Haig. That's a lot to ask for a Marner type player because it's a sign and trade. Vegas, they obviously don't want him to hit July 1st. They know Carolina's going to be putting a big push for him. They know there's some other teams, and if they let him go, his price tag might get a little too high. But is Haig and Roy or Waugh a big price to pay for a sign and trade with Mitch Marner when you can take a chance at him in free agency in 2 days? So it's going to be interesting to see. We know they want him. There was a deal that would have had him going to Vegas, a three-way with Carolina that would have saw Rantanen coming back to Toronto, and that one was blocked by Marner. He wouldn't move his no-trade clause. So it's going to be interesting to see. Why not go to Pittsburgh instead of Vegas? It's a big move with his family. Yeah, and listen, Andrew, he is a Dubas guy, right? So I'm sure Pittsburgh will be in that conversation. Carolina has already said they want to be in that conversation. There's a lot that could be going on if they don't jump in and get him signed real quick. Bouchard, yeah, Andrew, I actually like Bouchard a lot. I think he made some mistakes, no doubt. He made some mistakes, but I like Bouchard, and if they do move Bouchard, I hope he goes somewhere where he can be an impactful player. It's already too high. Stone, Marner, Eichel, Zaparos. Yeah, it is. Absolutely, Dave. It really is. Listen, and Vegas is already a tough team. They are already a hard-to-play against team. So I like what Vegas is putting together. Of course, in other hockey news, I know I want to keep it to football. I was going to put out a short the other day, but I didn't get a chance to. The collective bargaining agreement is being finalized, and there's some pretty major changes. Some pretty major changes in the new collective bargaining agreement. You may have already heard, but starting in the 26-27 season, they're going to go to an 84-game season. So it's 82 games now. They're going to move it to 84. They're going to shorten the preseason to 4 games, and they're going to put a rule in that players that have over 100 total games played, they can play a max of 2 games, so they don't have to play all 4. Max player contract length is going to shorten to 7 years. Free agent 6. So right now, if a player is on your team, you can give him a contract 8 years, and that's why Marner wants to do this sign and trade. Sign with Toronto for 8 and then get traded. If you're a free agent, today you can sign for only 7 years. That's going to get shortened to 6. They're getting rid of this playoff salary cap system loophole where players, teams put players on long-term IR. They make trades and they bring in all kinds of all-stars, and then they bring all their injured guys healthy for the playoffs. So there is going to be a salary cap system put in for playoffs to close that loophole. Thank goodness. Vegas exploited it. Tampa Bay exploited it. So I'm happy to see them getting away with that. Draft pick signing rights universally are going to set to expire at age 22. They're getting rid of the deferred salary system. A lot of people are doing that now, deferring salary. There's going to be a significant increase to the Stanley Cup playoff bonus pool fund. They're going to establish a full-time e-bug position within the team. So right now, at every game, there is a e-bug, an emergency backup goaltender in the stadium. Well, now each team is going to have their own e-bug, so it's kind of like an extra goalie spot. And then last but not least, they're doing away with mandatory game day dress codes for players. So those are a lot of the bullets coming in the new collective bargaining agreement. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. JDA, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome in. JDA coming in over on the Vert stream. Hope it's looking good for you over there, JDA. You can't get rid of deferred salary. Are you insane? Yeah, I mean, that's Michael. I think what they're trying to do is close all these loopholes, close all these ways that people are finding to circumvent the systems. I don't like the removal of game day. Keep it classy. I agree, Dave. I like when they come in with the suits. I don't want to see them get away with it and guys start coming in sweatpants and hoodies and all this stuff. You know, it's part of the tradition. You dress the part. So I hope if it is in fact in there and they get rid of it, that guys keep it somewhat regular. Keep it somewhat regular. But I give them credit. They are trying to close these loopholes, right? They're trying to prevent teams from getting away with all these things. Now, the one thing they refuse to address, and Gary Bettman actually called out Biz on it, was the whole tax situation. Biz called out and said, teams that don't have to pay tax, players will sign, they take home more money. That's a huge advantage, and it's a problem. We're talking about Florida, Dallas, Vegas. You know, there's Tampa, all these teams that have been good for years and years and years. It's because all the players want to go over and take advantage of that no tax situation. And Bettman says it's not an issue at all. I disagree. I think it is an issue. All right, we're getting set for the third quarter of football here. The Argonauts with an 18-3 lead. 18-3 lead, a good comeback for the Argonauts after a couple of bad weeks. They're putting some points on their board. They're looking really, really good here today. I know that Ottawa isn't the best team in the world, but it's all about building confidence. I like the full screen. There you go. I have a good version, but I like everything bigger. Like everything bigger. But again, thank you for being here. Mona to the hall, right? Yeah, right, Michael? But welcoming everybody again. Thank you so much for tuning in on one of our platforms and being here. Wherever you're watching, make sure you hit that like button. I can't even see the likes, so I don't even know how many likes we have. But hit that like button for us. Hit that subscribe button for us. We'd love for you to help us continue to grow as our summer month is kicking off. Here we go, Argos. Going to kick the ball away. Ottawa's going to return. Third quarter action underway. Ottawa going to bring this one up the middle. Yes, Mega, we're going to be doing CFL all summer long. There's a couple of dates where I think we have some conflicts, but yes, we're in our CFL mode. If Ontario wants competitive hockey, they need to adjust their tax situation. Yo, Dave, no fooling. We pay a ton too much. Onyx, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. Good to see ya. All right. Here we go. Ottawa on the 36-yard line, 1st and 10. They're going to elect to run the ball. They're going to run it up, picking up about 8 yards, 9 yards. Nice little run there. 2X, what's going on? Welcome in. I got Toronto. I think Toronto wins this football game. Can't count out Ottawa, but I think this is one Toronto needs to win. So I have them to take it home. Jonathan, hope you're doing well. Oh, yeah. You know what, Jonathan? I completely forgot, to be honest with you. We were up north all weekend, and I completely forgot that I took them out. But good call. But the Argo Redemptions, I think, should still be there. I also didn't reset anybody's points. I know, Onyx. Isn't it crazy? So wild. 1st and 10. Ottawa with the first down up to the 50-yard line, their own 50. Looking to move this one forward. Keep the sticks going. Ottawa snaps. Fakes the handoff. Going to roll. Throw this one to the right. Good pickup and a hard hit. The Ottawa player went down and he's hurt. I don't know if it's the arm or the hands, but Sly Waka just came in with a real hard hit. Did he get him on the hand? Oh, got him right on the arm. Could be a bicep. Big hit. Nice job, Ottawa, trying to roll. McFadden just coming in. Him and Slywalk is celebrating. It's the shoulder. He's grabbing the shoulder up high. He's in a ton of pain here. Addison, yikes. Medical staff coming over. He is in some serious pain. They're going to go to commercial break because they're going to help him on the field. Road Warrior, what's going on? Welcome in. Nobody complained about the tax situation until Tampa and Florida were winning before it was silence. That's true. And you know what? That's a good point, Road Warriors. People do want to go to winning teams. People do want to go to winning teams. But when you had to pick, when you have, I could go to Florida, I could go to Tampa, I could go to Dallas, I could go to Vegas, I could go to, I won't say Toronto, we'll say Colorado. I don't know the Colorado tax situation, but when you look at it and say, okay, I have a chance to win in all these markets, but hey, I'm gonna sign for $8 million and I'm gonna take home $8 million or whatever, however it breaks down. Yeah, it definitely weighs in on the situation. Now, certainly Florida is going to be the front runner. We know Sam Bennett already signed, and this is what we talked about kind of during the Stanley Cup final. You had all these people posting, all these so-called hockey experts and know-it-alls. Sam Bennett signing in Toronto. Sam Bennett has already worked out a deal with Toronto. First of all, you can't work out a deal with anybody until July 1st. But what we've been saying the whole time is you got to be careful who you're reading, who you're listening to. Because a lot of these people, it's just nonsense. We knew and we said it all along. There was no way Sam Bennett was leaving Florida unless Florida said, Sammy, thank you for your service. We're no longer interested. So we knew he was signing. Aaron Ekblad apparently is a little bit of a stalemate. Aaron Ekblad is having some troubles working out a deal. Florida wants Ekblad to take less money than he made this past year. He's not happy about that. So Ekblad may test the free agent market. And then, of course, Brad Marchand, we don't know what he's going to do. He has not said. Of course, he teased. Everybody wants to see him in Toronto. He teased it, but we'll see what he's going to do. All right, back in. They got the injured player off the field. We're set to go. Ottawa back to pass. Going to throw it over for the first down. Good catch for Argos. Klein having a tough time hauling him down. And a nice job here is the Ottawa Redblacks pick up a first down. Throwing this one across, was there the whole time. Good toss, good catch. Couple extra yards after the reception. Fighting to keep it going. 4 Argonauts having trouble hauling him down, and Lewis picks up a couple extra yards. What does Matthews have dark circle under his... Oh, WPG. Working it around. Crum is going to carry. Crum is going to run it. Crum gets the first down and more. Crum keeps going, and finally he's taken down. Huge run for Crum. 25 yards. Big pickup. Crum is just doing it all himself right now. He's finding a way. Crum just putting it down. This is what happens, right? Neither of these teams in the first half had the running game going. Nobody was running the ball. And this time around, he goes. He puts the feet down. He gets it running. He gets it going. And all of a sudden, as the running game starts opening up, that's going to force the Argonauts to play some more run defense, which opens up your receivers. Here comes a blitz thrown. It's going to be knocked down, batted down. It's going to drop. The Argos pick it up, but it's already a down ball. This is absolutely wild.
When you can't get there, just throw your hands up. Try to put yourself in a position.
Unreal. Nice block, though. Ball coming over the top. Gets the hands up. Real good knockdown.
You know you can't get there. Throw your hands up. Try to make a play.
That's what you got to do. Hands up. Put your hands up. Knock the ball down. Keep it running. Keep it going. Ottawa. 2nd and 10 from the Toronto 20. They are threatening. Off the snap, looking downtown. Can't get it. Spinning away. Crum on his feet. Now he gets hauled down. Shook off a couple. Was able to stay up. And then he gets knocked down. You know what, WPG? I'm not exactly sure the the active number of season ticket holders in Toronto right now. But they do have a large, faithful crowd. There's a lot. If you watch the games in Toronto, there is a very, very loyal following. I don't know what that number makes up in season tickets, but there is certainly a large following. This is going to be kicked and it's blocked. The Argos blocked the field goal. It's going to drop down. They pick it up. The Argos got to run this one out of the end zone. They're going to cut back the other way, trying to turn the corner and bring it out. They do. The Argos going to carry this one upfield. Oh, they're still going. The Argos on the block field goal. No way, Jose. The Argonauts bring this one to the house. The blocked field goal, and it's in. Are you kidding me?
Touchdown!
Touchdown, Argos. Are you kidding me? A blocked field goal attempt, and they rush it back for a touchdown. A poked out ball earlier for a fumble. Excuse me. And they run it back for a touchdown. Unbelievable. JDA bringing the pickle man out to do a little dance. Unreal. The Argonauts defense coming up huge today. Huge on the Argos defense. Great blocking, running this one down. And is this the Rook again? It is. The sly walking Skywalker. He does it again. 2 touchdowns for Sly. Wow. Sluka, I think is how you pronounce it. But we're calling him the Sly Walker because he used the force. The extra point is up and it's good. 25-3. 25-3. Wow. With all respect, no one is watching. Hey, WPG, it's okay. That's okay. Listen, we're just getting started. We're just getting started. I am not the radio caller for the Argonauts. Nope. We just do this for fun. We just do this for, what started out as a hobby, and we built a fantastic community here on the tubes. Hang on, I got to read a little note here. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, thank you for the note. But yeah, WPG, I love my football. I love my Argos. I do have a history with the team. I spent a little bit of time with the team myself, way back in the day. And then, became very close with a lot of people in the organization and got to work very closely with a lot of people in the organization. So when hockey is not on, because we do primarily do hockey, so this is our summer fun. And quite frankly, I enjoy the Argonauts a whole lot more than I do the Blue Jays. Yeah, more people in Toronto got to get to games. Thank you, WPG. Yeah, I agree. Definitely more people need to get out there. It's interesting. Years ago, remember when the Argonauts played at Rogers Center, aka Skydome, we were drawing big numbers then. Argonauts, they were filling the upper deck. I mean, they had some games that were 40,000 people back in the day. They were huge numbers. And, there was some talk back then about potentially moving to different venues. York University was one of the ones that was talked about. Downsview was talked about. And, of course, Exhibition Stadium, where they are now, was talked about. And the concern about Exhibition Stadium at the time was the distance. A lot of and in the fall, a lot of the season ticket holders, at least back then, didn't want to sit in games when it's freezing cold and in the snow and in the rain. So it was a very controversial decision, but obviously when MLSE took over the Argonauts, they moved them out here because TFC plays here, and they've been doing a nice job, and they're getting some folks going out there and supporting them, but they need more help. Here in Winnipeg, I'm amazed at crowd size for CFL, the NHL, AHL, small market. Yeah, it happens, right? But you guys support like Saskatchewan. I mean, Saskatchewan, that's the only show in town. But it's awesome to see the support. Petition to rename Rogers Center to Rogers Dome. Onyx, Rogers has so many stadium names now, it's crazy. And of course, the one at Downsview, they just I think that opens next weekend. I think Coldplay coming to town. New 50,000 seat outdoor stadium, the temporary stadium built at Downsview. Saskatchewan attendance is down. Oh, I'm shocked. I'm surprised. They're usually huge supporter of the team. Back to pass Ottawa, 1st and 10 from the 45. Going to try and move this across. They get back to the line of scrimmage over the 50, 55, 50, down to the Argos side of the field. Nice little run, pick up some time. Addison seems to be okay, working it through. WPG, what's up with the Jets attendance? All we heard all hockey season is Winnipeg was having a hard time moving tickets. Any insight onto why, if you're out that way, why the Jets there was so much talk about selling tickets? Down to the Toronto 43, 1st and 10 Ottawa, looking to score. They need some points. Here's the snap, trying to dance around out of the pocket, rolling right. Going to carry it over, trying to get to the first down marker. They do, and Crum is going to step out of bounds. Nice little run. Hey, Brandon, what's going on? Welcome in. Joshua, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Joshua, thank you so much for earlier, my friend. I appreciated that. Again, thank you, everybody, so much for hanging out with us here tonight. First stream in a little while. Make sure to hit that thumbs up. Yes, he did. Nice re-signing. It's a great deal. Takes any potential offer sheet away from him. Off the draw, Ottawa going to try and carry this one up. Little juke jive, spin around over the line of scrimmage, but not much more, just a couple. So it's going to be 2nd and about 8, 2nd and 7. Yeah, very happy about Matthew Nyes. It's huge. I mean, they needed to do 2 things before July 1st. Nyes and Tavares, they got them both done. So now they know exactly how much money they have to play with. They know exactly what they need to do. I'd love to see them get Lorentz done before the deadline, before July 1st. They need to keep Steven Lorentz as far as I'm concerned. Matthew Nyes signed. Yes, 7 years. 7 years. 7 years. Sorry, 6 years. It's $7 million. 7 years. Oh, Sammy. 6-year deal, $7.75 million average AAV for Matthew Nyes. So huge deal. Is Mitch gone? He is not officially gone yet, JDA, but he's gone. Yeah, he will not be back in the blue and white. And we do not know about McDavid yet, what he's going to decide. Joe, how's it going? I'm off topic, but when are Elks going to wake up? Hasn't it been a funny start? Oh, here come the Argos with us. No, they can't take them down. They force them back. Now they do. Sack-a-lack-a-lack. Big sack here as Crum goes down. Chatfield, another sack. Missed a lot while I was at work. That's okay. You don't think he's going to stay in Canada, McDavid? You think he's going to jump ship? It's going to be very interesting what McDavid is going to do. Very interesting. We could speculate, but I'm very, very interested. So 3rd and 17 from the 37, the Toronto 37. They're going to look to kick this one. They made from the 50. The second attempt was blocked. Here's the third attempt. This one is up. This looks good if it hangs in, and it does. So another 3 on the board. It's 25-6 as the Argos continue to hang on to the lead. You know, it's an interesting start to this season with no surprise. Montreal, the dominant force in the East. Montreal 3-1, pulling up 6 points. Hamilton is 1-2. Ottawa is 1-2. Toronto goes 0-3. So the East is not looking good. Saskatchewan, 4 straight wins. They're crushing it. Winnipeg, 3 wins. They're in second place. Calgary, 2-1. BC, 1-3. Edmonton, 0-3. And Edmonton, I hate to say it, Joe, Edmonton is one of those teams where they were bad last year. I think they're not going to be great this year. BC surprises me. I thought BC would be off to a little bit of a better start. I kind of pictured BC and Calgary would be flip-flopped, but no surprise at all that Winnipeg and Saskatchewan are kind of top tier right now when it comes to guys playing in teams playing in this league. So no surprise there. McDavid, you think he's going to go to the Rangers, Joe? I don't know about the Rangers. I would be shocked if he went to the Rangers. The question is, we know he's going to get paid. So the question is he the type of guy like a Mitch Marner that says, I'm Connor McDavid. I deserve to be the most expensive played player in the league. You're going to pay me $16 million or whatever, it's going to be. Or is he going to say, hey, New York, hey, Florida, hey, Toronto, I want to win. I think you could win. Give me $12 million. I want to come and be there. Is he willing to just take less money to go play for a winner, or is McDavid going to be a Mitch Marner and say, you got to pay me top dollar? Tennessee dissed the business community. They realized their mistake. Yeah, Elks still suck. Bombers are perfect, Mega says. Bombers are perfect. They're a good, solid team, no doubt. No doubt at all. They are a real solid team. All right, here we go. Back at it. Back to pass. Arbuckle throws it. It kind of rolled out of his hands awkwardly. Unger trying to come back and receive it. He can't. It's going to go over his head and out of bounds. Had to sell 13,000 seasons in a short period. Wow. That's crazy. 13,000 tickets in a short period of time. Yeah, Luke, I was very happy about that, Luke. I was happy about it. It was a great party, too. I got to tell you, I know it's the age of social media and everything, but to see the Panther players partying with the fans and all that was awesome. That's going to be an offside call. Arbuckle back to pass. This is going to throw. Is it going to be caught? It's going to be picked off. No, the Argonauts. No, where is it? Coxey steals it out of the hands from the Ottawa player. Great reception, but is this going to be an offside offense or defense? We saw the initial jump by Ottawa. If that's the case, this is going to be declined. This was in the hands of the Ottawa player, and Coxey just says, excuse me, I'll take that, and comes up with a wild reception. So they're going to talk this one over. I assume they're going to look to make sure who jumped first. It is offside Ottawa. Penalty is declined. Huge catch for the Argonauts. To Coxey, 41 yards. And again, this should have been picked. He was there in the hands, and he kind of volleyed it over. And Coxey comes away with it. You kidding me? What a play. Waiting list was individual, but they should have looked to take care of business community. Yeah, I agree with you there. Oh, this pass is going to get blocked, and it's going to be intercepted. Arbuckle goes to pass. Oh, my goodness. The Argos make a big play. Arbuckle's pass gets blocked. It lands in the hands of the Ottawa player. And Priester is going to come away with a little pick. Unbelievable. Yeah, WPG, we often this past year talked about the business of sport. And, as much as we want real fans to have tickets and fans to support the way they do, you need that business community. Rangers got the cash for him. Yeah, Joe, they do. Kreider and Trouba off the books. Joe, it's huge. Locking up Nyes is huge. Absolutely huge. Again, by the way, wherever you're watching, make sure to like that stream, hit the like button, tap the screen, hit the subscribe, hit the follow. Let's go. Off the draw. Bringing it back, taking a look, juking one way. This is going to be knocked down. That's going to be blocked. Mike, it's what I'm showing here is okay. We just can't show you the actual video, but this here is okay. Sports is becoming too pricey. It really is. Yeah, the cost of sport. Now look what's going to happen in Florida. Back-to-back cups. They jacked up their prices last year. What are they going to make their prices like this year? It's going to be concerning. The average Joe probably going to have a hard time. Mike, they don't know. Off the draw, Ottawa going to throw this one across. Received over the line. First down, Ottawa. Ottawa's having a pretty nice little bit of a quarter here. Starting to get some momentum with 5.5 to go. 5.5 to go. Good run up. Ottawa is making some nice connections. All right, WPG, thanks for hanging out. Hope we'll see you again. So up to the Ottawa 53. Back to snap. Quick pass. Going to pick up a handful of yards here. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go. 2nd and 3. They're going to push this one up right at the Toronto 50s. Getting across midfield was a big push. Now they're going to try and push themselves down to a field goal position. Yeah, Mike, I think they can be. I think they can really improve, and I hope they do something over the next couple of days. Little toss, it's completed to the 30, the 20, Ottawa trying to get closer. A stiff arm and pushed out of bounds around the 10-yard line as Ottawa making their way downfield. They continue to press. Wow. Talk about Ottawa getting hot at the right time, starting to pick apart the Argonauts defense. Yay. Oh, yes, that's a good point. That's a good point. If you're over on the tubes, make sure you set your chat to live chat. This is the other channel for NHL games. This one says, I haven't subscribed. Radio, it's the same channel where we're streaming the vertical and the horizontal on. It's the same channel. Here they come off the draw. Going to run this up to the 5-yard line, down at the 4. Ottawa pressing to come in. But you know what, Radio? Sometimes when the tubes roll out some of these updates, it messes with subscribe statuses. We've lost. When did they roll this out? Literally 2 days ago, 3 days ago. We probably saw about 25 subscribers drop off. Now there could be more, but when they do this, a lot of the time the update unsubscribes people or it turns off your notifications. So if you notice that you're all of a sudden unsubscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification button. Make sure you have that one all lined up. But boy, oh boy, you gotta love when these updates and stuff roll out. And if you missed it earlier, we made mention that on our community section now, you, the viewer, you as a subscriber, you can go in and make a post. So if you want to start a conversation in our community, please, as long as you're respectful and keep it clean and, sports related, go in, start a conversation, add a comment, and see if you can get it going. Dallas coming in and hitting that subscribe. Dallas, did you get unsubscribed? Dallas hitting that sub again. Ottawa going to push this to the line. No, they're saying 3rd down. The official went up with a 3, but it's being overturned. They're going to say it is a touchdown. It is a touchdown. They're going to run this one in. Well, let's see what the official called. The scoreboard here updated. It says 25-12, but the official didn't rule it. Let's see what this is. What is this call going to be? Nah, he's definitely in. He definitely broke the plane. This is a touchdown. He broke the plane. No, they're saying the knee was down before. They're saying the knee was down. Conversation. And nope, they're going to go again. They're going to go for 2. Nope. 3rd and 1. Now they are going to run it in. Oh, so much confusion. So much confusion, but now it's pumped in, and it's a touchdown for Ottawa. Touchdown, Ottawa.
Touchdown!
Ottawa on the board. So much confusion. Mike, it depends where you watch and what you watch. So it came down. We saw the official before kind of put up a 3 to signal 3rd down. The broadcasters seemed to think they were in. There was lots of conversation. The players were saying it was in. It was not. It went down to 3rd and 1. And now they punch it in, and it is a touchdown. So 2:25 to go in the 3rd quarter. The extra point is just about ready to go. You were refreshed. Oh, no, Dallas. And that is good. So there it is, 25-13. See, land of the confusion. That's right. Dallas, it's a real thing, right? Dallas is a good example. Long-time subscriber, Dallas. How long are you at? 4 years? Something like that. And YouTube rolls something out, and Dallas's sub got knocked out. So it just goes to show, make sure you are subscribed. I hate when that happens. 500 years and counting. One day, Dallas, one day. 500 years and counting, that's amazing. Unreal. The Ottawa Redblacks trying to come back, pushing this one through. Wow. Oilers better get a goalie and get rid of Bouchard or Nurse. So, Joe, I actually heard there was a lot of conversations going on in regards to Darnell Nurse. A lot of conversations about Darnell Nurse. Does that mean anything? No. But I think they realize, they got rid of Evander Kane because they realized there were issues with Kane. And remember, they were under investigation about the handling of him. Josh coming in, dropping some gifts in there. Josh, thank you so much. I apologize if I missed those earlier, but thank you, Josh, dropping some gifts in. Thank you very much. So it'll be interesting to see what the Oilers do. It's funny, Josh, because I have the actual video screen is on my other monitor over here, and where I'm looking is here, and I got the chat over here, so I don't see it pop up, but thank you, my friend. We are going to do this summer a behind the scenes of what our stream setup looks like, what it goes into it, how we put everything together. Now that we got kind of our new machine up and running and we're starting to build stuff, we are going to do a behind the scenes. So if you are interested in the streaming scenario and the streaming game, or you yourself are curious about getting into it, it's something you won't want to miss. We're going to do a behind the scenes, and it's going to be something that we do it as live, and then we're probably going to take it down. We're not going to leave it up full time. All right, the Argonauts looking to bring this one back, get things going. We got 2 minutes left in the third. 2 minutes left in the third. Yeah, Mike, Josh is a good guy. Josh is awesome. Josh has been watching along with us for a little while now. We appreciate so much. All right. Argonauts, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Ball at the Toronto 40. It's now 25-13. The Argonauts trying to hang on to the lead, but continue to put up some points as well. Taking a look, drop down. Arbuckle goes down. He's sacked. So, Mike, just like a hang out and talk type of thing? Is that what you mean? So we did a couple streams earlier today as we were cruising around Northern Ontario. Just a little road trip out on the road. But yeah, we can certainly do kind of an IRL hang out and chat stream for sure. Dimwitty frustrated from the Toronto 36, 2nd and 14. They lost a few. Gonna drop back. Arbuckle looking down. Kind of a sidearm throw. Big hit there. Unger brings it in, makes the catch, but he got popped pretty good. Thank you for hitting that follow, Mike. Mike, during the hockey season, we stream like every other day. We're streaming, 3-4 times a week, it feels. Some weeks might be a little less. The summer, we slow it down a little bit, but we're going to be doing a lot more gaming streams. So you can check us out, on all social platforms, but we'll be starting to do some more gaming streams to kind of just hang out and have some fun. Got to put the beast to work here. So Argos going to punt this one away. 20 seconds to go in the third. Ottawa going to receive at their own 13-yard line, going to start to work this one up. Trying to cut through the middle, hanging in there, finally stepping out of bounds. Not a great return. Not a great return. But we will certainly be on all social platforms. If you can follow us on all social platforms, just search SamwelB12. You can also go to our website, samwelb12experience.com. And you can link to all of our socials from there. Switch to all chat mess. Oh, did they add a new chat message? There's top chat and live chat. Onyx, are you seeing a different setting there? You were north. I was near Peter. Oh, nice, Jonathan. That's cool. I was not near there. I was further north. Were you racing or just watching? 13 seconds to go at the Ottawa 34. Claude Giroux stays in Ottawa 1 year, $2 million contract. Nice, Brandon. That's a good deal for him. Back to pass. They're going to look deep. It's caught at the 50. They're going to bring it up to the 54-yard line, almost at midfield, as the clock hits 0. So that's going to do it. Quarter number 3 is done. And they're going to move to the fourth quarter coming up. Ottawa in the middle of a big comeback. Are they going to allow them to take this last play? I thought he was down after the clock struck 0. But we'll see. No, they are going to go to the fourth. So 15 minutes on the clock. Last 15 minutes of game time. Do I think they're overpaid for JT? I do not. I think they got a phenomenal deal. Phenomenal deal for JT. Jonesy, not a fan of the CFL. Jonesy, why do you feel it's a joke? What don't you like about the Canadian Football League? Hey, Thomas, how's it going? Welcome in. What don't you like, Jonesy? I'm always curious when someone drops a comment like that, what they don't like. Think I'm still subscribed. Must have just misunderstood. Saw a button to subscribe and it went to membership. Oh, okay. Gotcha, radio. Gotcha. Refs are awful. Jonesy, have you watched any professional sport in the last 2 years? The refs are awful everywhere. Josh, you don't like the rules. I love the rules. I love the fact that it's such a different game than the NFL. I love the fact that it's 3 downs instead of 4. 3 downs to go 10 yards. Because I don't think the refs are gambling, but there certainly is a lot more CFL gambling than there was previously. We get a lot of folks come in that have never watched CFL. They don't know anything about it, but they've put some bets down. And I love that we're getting more viewers on the sport, especially, even if it is because of gambling. But listen, the rules, 3 downs instead of 4. It's a longer field. It's a wider field. The balls are bigger. It's an exciting game. I think there's more passing in the CFL than there is in the NFL. I think the NFL is more of a running game. But it's an exciting game. There it is. Jonathan found always finding those referees eating the Dippin' Dots. But yeah, officials have been just bad. I mean, we saw all throughout the NHL playoffs, the NBA playoffs. What about the women's basketball, the WNBA, with Caitlin Clark just getting beat up and like nothing called. Like referees have been terrible. Oh, gotcha, Joshua. Sorry, I misunderstood. Go Hamilton. Thomas wants going for Hamilton. Tiger Cats. Beautiful night now. Quarter moon out there in the skies over the Canadian capital. As we're about to start quarter number 4 as the game is working its way to a close. 25-13 Argos hanging on to the lead. They would love to put some more points up on the board. You know, Tiger Cats and the Argonauts, a rich history of Canadian football rivals, and we love how much they play hard against each other. One of my favorite rivalries in the game, I had the privilege of traveling with some folks down to Hamilton a long time ago, to take on a game, and fans do not get along. We'll just say that. You show up in Hamilton wearing Argonauts gear, and you are going to hear it. Friday night, Argos, Ticats, Friday night football. Friday night football, so good. I haven't even looked ahead to next weekend's matchups. But week 5, Thursday, Winnipeg, Calgary. Friday, Hamilton, Toronto at 7:30. Saturday, BC and Montreal. This is going to be kicked. They punt it away. Grant is going to receive about the 15-yard line. Nowhere to go. Barely makes it up to the 20. And a late hit coming in, dropping the people's elbow almost. So the Argonauts going to have possession here in the early minutes of the fourth quarter. Let's see what they can do starting deep in their own zone. Rivalry night, Friday night, Argos, Ticats. That is going to be huge. Going to be so much fun. And hopefully we'll be able to continue building our new system here. I think for the most part, we got our CFL stuff down. Everything seems to be running properly. I would like to figure out how to check the internal temperature of the machine. Not quite sure how to do that. It's going to be thrown. Argonauts receive. Going to be thrown back. Daniels coming up with a nice catch. Ice, what's going on? You bet the Argos 1.5 looking pretty good. Absolutely ice. Listen, this would be the Argos' first win of the season. Yeah, Ulysses, I just got to figure it out. Of course, it's got all the lights and bells and whistles, and I want to see how to control the vents, because apparently you can switch it so some of them are intake, some of them are exhaust. I just haven't been able to figure all that stuff out yet. Arbuckle back to snap, going to take a look. Here's a long throw going way down, and it's a diving catch. Coxie comes up with a monster catch, but there's a flag down. Is it going to be pass interference, or is this going to be called on Coxie? They're walking downfield, so I'm assuming it's pass interference. Penalties declined. A huge bomb, and Coxie comes up with it. 41 yards. Wow. A couple of huge passes from Arbuckle. Arbuckle moving up. Over 200 yards receiving now. That was monstrous. The Ottawa 44, Toronto. Back to snap. Arbuckle swinging right, going to throw it. Caught by Daniels. Stays in bounds, picks up an extra yard, and now he's forced out. Great play there. Ticats and Argos, the biggest rivalry in any sports. They hate each other. They hate more than the Leafs and Habs. You know what? I would probably agree with you there, Joshua. I would probably agree with you. Remember years ago at an alumni event, there was an Argo alumni and a Ticat alumni. I forget the gentleman names. But they got into it on stage at this alumni event. They were swinging their canes at each other. It was crazy. It was wild. Tizzy, what's going on? Welcome in. Off the draw, going to be handed off, trying to cut around the corner on the right side. can't get back to the line of scrimmage, diving at the last effort to get the first down, and they're going to say no, he was out of bounds. So couldn't get there, couldn't stretch out long enough. It's going to end up being 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 for the Argos. Probably bring their drive to an end. Arbuckle's going to come off. Trying to get those last extra yards. They just couldn't put it in. So there's a conversation. Are they going to go for the field goal here? Liam Hiralarhu is looking at it. He's on here. He's going to go for it. The Ottawa 36. This should come back to be about a 43-yard attempt, well within his range. Going to put it up. That's right down the middle. And the Argonauts add 3 to their tally. 28-13 Toronto with 11:44 to go. Huge play. Ottawa was coming back. Ottawa was pressing. They're going to go to a commercial break. When they return, the Ottawa Redblacks are going to have their chance to try and get things back up and going. I love that we live in a time when there is year-round football, the NFL, the UFL, and the CFL. Yeah, that's a good point, Mr. Milliket Toast. If I'm pronouncing that correct, I'm sorry, it's really small here. But that's correct. Year-round football, if you consider the 3 leagues. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't heard a lot of good things about the UFL, but CFL, no joke. It's awesome. You remember arena football back in the day? I used to love Toronto had a team for like 2 seasons, I think it was. The Toronto Phantoms back in the day. And I was lucky enough to go to a couple games. They did play at a Scotiabank Arena. No, at a Maple Leaf Gardens. I think that's how far back it was. And holy smokes, talk about hard-hitting action, crazy football. Arena football was madness. I don't know if anybody else has had a chance to check it out, but it was something else. It was absolutely wild football, and we loved it. I want to thank everybody who's watching over on the vertical stream. Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit that like button. If you're watching over on the horizontal stream, thank you so much for checking us out there. Let me know if you are watching on the vertical stream. Are all of you actually watching it on your cell phones? If you are watching kind of on a computer, on a television, on a tablet, I pinned the link at the very top of the chat of the vertical stream. That will bring you over to our horizontal stream, so you can get the full screen effect. We do have different screens for the vertical and horizontal feeds, so just wanted to call it out there in case you're watching vertically. Come over to the horizontal feed for the full picture. Here we go. Ottawa looking deep. Ottawa going way deep. It's going to be a toss-up, and it's no incomplete pass. They're looking for pass interference. No flag. Good D here by the Argonauts. Real good D. Real good D. Tough toss-up had to be there. And those long bombs, you do not want to make early contact. You want to be looking for that ball. You do not want to get that pass interference call and move the chains over something a little sloppy. And this was good defense all the way down. So they've got the challenge flag in hand. He hasn't thrown it yet. He's waiting. No, he's putting the challenge flag back in his pocket, not going to challenge it. The Ottawa 40, 2nd and 10. Looking deep again. Here comes the Saka-laka-laka-laka. The Argonauts jump in. That's going to force 3rd and 10. Ottawa is going to be forced to kick this one away. They're going to have to kick this one away. Unreal. Back and forth, momentum swings huge in this football game. Huge. It is real exciting. Hey, what's going on? Welcome in. And again, Joey, hope you're doing well. I really wish YouTube will fix these names. I think I'm glad that the CFL is finally being shown regularly on American TV in the years past. It is. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Because I know even last year, a lot of people were saying they couldn't catch the games. So,
The previous play for roughing the passer. The play will be reviewed.
so now Ottawa's challenging for roughing the passer. So let's see a replay here. Roughing the passer is the challenge. Crum takes the snap.
Again, the quarterback does not want to see a gap pressure.
I don't know. Let's see the close-up. It wasn't a headshot. Did he get him around the face mask or the throat? Oh, yes, there's a face mask. Argos get the hand on the face mask and pulled him down. So Chatfield definitely got the hand on the face mask. Yes, Rock did play CFL, but I remember Karen, he played for the Calgary Stampeders. The Calgary Stampeders was the Rock's team. I believe it was Wally Bono that brought him there. Going back in the day. So this challenge should be won. At least the replay we saw, definitely there is a face mask. Don't get a lot of CFL down there. Gotcha. In my neck of the woods, at least the games are being shown. CBS, really? Looks like some kind of a deal with TSN. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, TSN does fabulous coverage. Really good coverage. So there's definitely a face mask call. Definitely a missed face mask call. Let's see what the response is.
Upon review by the replay center, there is roughing the passer on Toronto number 94. We're going to go 15 yards from the 40-yard line.
15-yard penalty for roughing the passer. 15 yards. So that's going to move it up to about midfield. In what would have been a 3rd and 18 now becomes a 1st and 10 from midfield. So a very costly penalty here to the Argonauts. Extremely costly. So let's see what the Argonauts do here, how they bounce back. Lots of time, 10.5 minutes to go. Little handoff, going to run this, turning the corner. They're going to get the first down and more, up to the 40, the 35. And a nice run here by the Ottawa Redblacks. Attaboy boy, going to drive this one along, picking up 17 yards. Yeah, it was a nice run. It was a good run. A real good run. That's dangerous, though. Danger.
Attaboy makes a miss. Really good misdirection play by Tommy Condell's Redblacks offense. And a gain of 17 more yards on the ground for Daniel Attaboy.
So the Argonauts in trouble here. They got to hold their composure. 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Off the snap, they're going to run this one up the middle again. Juking and jiving, only picking up about 5 or 6 here. There it is. That's right. The Calgary Stampeders. The Calgary Stampeders. Jesse, what's going on? How you doing?
A little bit more contained, forcing,
Yeah, hope you're doing well.
allowing Justin Crum to get on the perimeter, forcing Attaboy.
You taking in a ton of Jays games? From the Toronto 33, Ottawa pressing. Dropping back, looking to throw behind the line of scrimmage. Going to turn it up. Spinning around and getting over the line. Jess, that's awesome. Did you, you're going tomorrow and Tuesday. Nice. Have you tried the any of the new foods? Do you have a favorite of the new foods? I haven't been down there yet, and I need to get down there. So they're continuing. Ottawa starting to pound the ball down here now.
Their bigger people in. It's 3rd and short.
I haven't yet, but maybe. Yeah, there's some interesting foods. Off the snap, going to run it again up the middle. Another first down, Ottawa. Oh, boy, that's going to fire up this crowd. That's going to fire up this crowd. 1st and 10, 8:20 to go. Again, it's 28-13. Argonauts have the lead. But they are pressing. They are pushing. Argonauts need to find their defense. Yeah, Jesse, slow start for the Argonauts. Very slow start. They need to hang on for this win today. Be their first win of the year. Back to snap. Crum looking. He's going way deep. He unleashes. Down to the corner. Cannot hit his man. Shooting for the end zone. And we got a flag. We got a flag. McFadden got tripped up and went down. Oh, goodness. Offensive or defensive? Oh, boy. Huge pass. The officials are conversing. And they're bringing everybody back. It looks like this is going to be offensive pass interference. It is. So they're going to replay first down. They're going to back it up 10 yards. It's the offensive pass interference, something you don't see a whole lot of. But yikes. Don't like it. Don't like it, but it is what it is. So Pivoton gets called. They're going to move back 1st and 20. I think it said 1st and 10 before. It's 1st and 20 from the Toronto 37. Off to snap, looking downfield again. Going to curl. Going to run this one up. Good run for Crum. Crum is going to get hit and taken down about the 28-yard line. So still able to pick up some good yards. Yeah, Mega. It was tough. That was a tough call. That was a real tough call. Justin, what's going in? Welcome in. Riders 4-0. They're perfect. Being a lifelong Bengals fan, I was pleasantly surprised to find a CFL analog in the BC Lions. Same colors, essentially the same mascot. And with a winning record, there you go. That's funny. The BC Lions are the new Bengals. Off the snap, Ottawa looking again. No, and it's another sack. Crum is taken down, and this time taken down easily, so they ensure there's no roughing the passer call. Sakalak. The Argos coming up big, forcing this one. 6.5 minutes to go. 6.5. Huge takedown. Dan, what's going on? Anchorage needs a CFL team. I'd like to see some new teams coming in. I'm not going to lie. I'd love to see their teams extended. This is going up. A field goal. It's going to be good. Just kisses the inside upright. And that's going to put another 3 on the board. 28-16. 6 minutes left to go. The Argonauts trying to hang in there. Trevor Harris is injured. Yeah, there's a lot of QB injuries right now. A lot of QB injuries going on. But the league is just getting started, right? They're just getting started this season. Week 4. And a lot of teams struggling early. The East is really where the struggles are. The West Coast teams, man, are dominating. Playing so well. Saskatchewan, a perfect 4-0. Winnipeg, a perfect 3-0. Calgary, 2-1. When it comes to the East, Montreal is 3-1. Hamilton and Ottawa, 1-2. Toronto, 0-3. But if Toronto pulls out the win today, they will be tied with Ottawa, both teams becoming 1-3. Your early leaders, of course, when it comes to quarterbacks, Bo Levi Mitchell, 887 yards right now for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Going into tonight's game, Nick Arbuckle was in second with 841, followed by Trevor Harris at 806. In terms of passing TDs, Trevor Harris tied with Zach Collaros and Davis Alexander with 5 passing TDs each. Nick Arbuckle, he had 4 going into tonight, so tonight's game he's going to jump up ahead, moving there. In terms of rushing yards, AJ Ouellette, who the Argonauts had, he leads the way, 347. The next closest to him is James Butler on the BC Lions at 262. Receiving yards, it's Keon Hatcher for the BC Lions leading everybody with 338, followed by Keyshawn Johnson at 288. But we'll next game, we'll go through all the leaders in a little bit more depth and details. We got a game to close out here. 6:08 to go. 6:08 to go. If you're just coming in, make sure you hit that like button for us. Hit that thumbs up button. If you're not already subscribed to the channel or following along, make sure you hit that subscribe, hit that follow button. We want you to come back and join us. We got a flag on the play. 2 flags, 3 flags. Illegal procedure on Toronto. Yikes. Illegal procedure on Toronto. My goodness. So they're calling... Oh, they put up the wrong stat there. Trevor played in Edmonton. He's like, yeah, you know, he's been up and down. Same with Zach Collaros. Remember, he had a stint in Toronto, and boy, he's got an arm. Quarterbacks, so funny in the Canadian Football League. Arbuckle back to pass. Gonna miss that one. That's gonna be incomplete. It's gonna be 2nd and 15 at their own 35-yard line. You know, the quarterbacks in the Canadian Football League, they're hot and cold. They're so streaky. For several years, there'll be a number of really good quarterbacks, and then it kind of fades away. And then, then you're like, why do no teams have good quarterbacks? And then it kind of cycles through again. Perhaps childish, one thing I like about the CFL is that the team colors resemble those of better-known NFL teams. For instance, the Redblacks remind me of the Falcons. Yeah, very similar color schemes. Very similar for sure. Here we go. Argos need to come up with something big. Arbuckle going to throw this one. He gets hit as he's throwing it. That's going to fall incomplete. And we got flags down again. Flags down again. Priester's kind of looking around going, what did I do? Defensive pass interference. So the ball gets placed where the infraction occurs. So that means it's going to be 1st and 10 Argonauts. A bad penalty for Ottawa to take. That's a huge break here for Toronto. Yeah, Joshua, a ton of flags. A ton of flags. This one coming, I'm not sure I see where the infraction took place. Daniels coming around the middle. Priester got his arm wrapped around him, kind of held him up a little bit. I guess that's where it was. From the Toronto 50, Arbuckle throws it back to the line of scrimmage. Argos trying to spin away. Picks up maybe 1 yard. Don't like this play call. Don't like this play call. So they got to get that figured out. They got to get it figured out and figured out quick. So we're down to 4.5 minutes, folks. 4.5 minutes to go. What are they going to call? How is Ottawa going to find their way through? Argonauts, Arbuckle back to snap. He's going to run it up. Arbuckle running for the first down. He gets it, and he's just going to drop down. Take a knee. So the Argonauts with a first down, running the clock. Arbuckle does not run a lot, and he's run a couple of times tonight. So that's huge. Arbuckle getting it done for his team, buying a couple of more downs. Keep it up, Argos. That's right, Dallas. Got to keep it going. Keep it trucking. Keep plugging away. Argonauts set in motion. Arbuckle calls for the ball. It's snapped. Going to hand it off, and he gets absolutely stopped. Nowhere to go. They're going to lose a couple of yards here. So Ottawa, good defensive stop. It'll be 2nd down, probably 2nd and 12. Timeout called by Ottawa, so they're going to stop the clock. They're going to stop that clock, force Toronto to do something here. It is 2nd and 12. We'll see what Arbuckle's going to do here. If you're looking to drive on the Don Valley Parkway tonight, apparently the southbound DVP is closed due to a major collision. So stay away from the southbound DVP tonight. If you're looking to go downtown, look to take the Bayview Extension or a different route. So they're having to reset the game clock and get everything back in order. Is that Dave Batista? Oh, this guy in the crowd looks like Dave Batista for a second. That's funny. How do you, Joshua, I don't mind it. I think they play a lot of games already. I don't know why they're adding more games. They're essentially converting 2 preseason games to regular season games. Doesn't make much sense to me. Arbuckle scrambling. He's going to get hauled down and sacked. Couldn't get back, so it's going to be 3rd down and 12. The Argos are going to have to punt this one away. Ottawa coming up huge. 3:10 to go. It's a 12-point lead for the Argonauts. So 2-score game. Yikes. Don't like to see this happen. Arbuckle just didn't want to throw the ball. Hangs on to it, getting taken down. So they're going to run this clock. I assume Ottawa will call another timeout to freeze the clock. No, they're at the 3-minute warning. They don't need to. So 3-minute warning, the clock is going to stop all by itself. No timeouts need to be called. They're going to take a commercial break. I will take this time while they're at commercial break just to say thank you so much for hanging out to our first Canadian Football League stream of the year. You say Arbuckle, and I think of the guy from Garfield. Nice, Dallas. I want to, again, thank you for hanging out with us. Our first CFL stream of the year. We are in our summer season, so we appreciate it. Again, make sure to share us out. Tell your friends, tell your family. Come hang out with the Canadian Sports Channel from the Toronto area. We're going to be here all summer long. And of course, we're going to be continuing to build and improve with this new systems we're working on. Sam has a lot of learning to do, but we will keep building. And thank you, mods, for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. I do want to thank all of our channel members and subscribers for financially investing with us here on the channel. So thank you so much for that. And last but not least, if you tuned in for your very first show tonight, if you're still here, thank you for doing that, and thank you for being a part of what we do. You might go to the Argos Ticats Friday night. Oh, Joshua, if you can, I highly recommend it. It's so much fun. Come on, Toronto, hang in there. Yeah, Justin, hopefully they can. Hopefully they can get this one done. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. We'll probably get a gaming stream up at some point tomorrow. I'm obsessed with this new Fortnite Blitz mode. So we'll probably get a stream up tomorrow. So watch for that over on the gaming channel. Make sure you do subscribe there. We will get that going. It's going to be a lot of fun. I look forward to doing it. Let's give a little feel of the computer. The air seems to be blowing well. All right. Everything seems to be holding steady. Next game that you'll be calling out radio. We're going to hope for Friday. Sam's center of the field, 55-yard line. That's right. 55-yard line is the center field. So yeah, Friday is going to be a big rivalry. We just got home. I don't know exactly what our calendar is going to look like, but that's what we're hoping for. Toronto minus 11.5 is toast. All right, coming back from commercial break. 2:40 to go. This is going to be kicked. Where's the ball? It's received, and the receiver running down the sideline. And going to be stepped out of bounds. Bombers versus Stampeders. Stampede Bowl. The Stamp Bowl. Oh, Karen, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I got to tell you, the last couple weeks have been a very, very couple difficult weeks. And so many of your comments, and whether it's been in our community section or the folks that reached out to me on Instagram, I appreciate your comments so much. You guys have put such smiles on my face in some tough times. I appreciate it. So thank you for those kind words. Ottawa back to pass across the middle. That almost picked off, but it's going to be incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the Ottawa 37. 2.5 minutes to go. 2.5 minutes to go. Sounds like there's some fireworks already started outside. By the way, I didn't stand up today. We're wearing our number 88, Paul Mazzotti, repping the old school Argos. Number 88, Paul Mazzotti. Blowing 11.5 spread. Wow, yeah, there's a lot of pyro, a lot of fireworks going on outside now. Ottawa back to pass. Look out. Argos can't get the quarterback. He's running, trying to run away. Now he slows up, taken down right by the line of scrimmage. It's going to count as another sack. It's going to be 3rd and 10 now. 3rd and 10. When's the ice cream coming? Oh, my goodness, Road Warrior. That was so funny. Hey, Perky, you never know, right? They could put some more points up on the board. There's still time. Ottawa's going to have to kick this one away. They're not going to risk it 3rd and 10. They're going to hope for a 2 and out and get the ball back. Nope, they're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. They're not going to give the Argos a chance. 3rd and 8. Let's see if the Argos can stop. I'm going to throw it, and they do. The Argos get the stop. Ottawa doesn't pick up the first down, so with 2:04 to go, it's going to be a turnover on downs. The Argonauts will pick up the ball, and they'll have phenomenal field position. Let's see if they put any points up on the board. Will they help Perky out and get that spread back?
Touchdown to win is on now.
Unreal.
Offers for big saves and earn bonus at
Johnny Manziel Ticats jersey. Nice. I have a Ricky Williams autographed football downstairs in the basement, a Damon Allen autographed football. Some good stuff. The Ricky Williams year when he was here in Toronto was awesome. It was so wild. It was so cool. Yeah, Justin, it's been a good game. The Argos should close this one out. It's with 2:04 to go. It's enough time. 1 first down essentially seals the deal. But this has been a real fun game. We've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed our coverage as we hang out and call through it. Since the XFL and CFL nearly merged a couple of years ago, might the CFL think of some kind of partnership with the UFL? You know what? That's a good question. The NFL and CFL did have some kind of an arrangement. I don't remember exactly what it was. But essentially, there are a lot of guys that try out for NFL teams that get cut that come here to play in the CFL, and then you got a lot of CFL guys that try and make a roster in the NFL. So they did have some kind of an arrangement previously, but I think it would be a real good thing for all the major football leagues to, especially the ones that play at different times of years, to come up and do something mutually beneficial. The NFL, those guys make a ton of money. The CFL, they don't. A lot of these guys work second jobs. A lot of these guys have full-time jobs other than playing football. Mr. Sino, what's going on? Welcome in. For Marner, for Hurdle, and Nick Roy. Is that true? I didn't hear Hurdle that's part of it. Now, I haven't obviously been on my sources for the last 2 hours or so. Last I heard, it was Haig and Roy. But yeah, I didn't hear anything about Hurdle being in there. But we'll see if I'll take a look later, see if anything has changed around. 28-16, 2 minutes left to go. Argonauts, a quick first down. It's going to bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 7 for the Argonauts. Clock is now running. Need a first down here. Thank you so much, Dean, hitting that follow. Appreciate it. Let's go try. Off the draw, Arbuckle going to throw it back to the line of scrimmage. Argos are going to be short, I think, by about a yard. See where they give them the spot. It's going to be all about the spot. 1:39 to go. Are they going to give it to him? No, I think it's going to be short. So it is going to be third down. So what are they going to call? 3rd and 1 with 1:39 to go. So Ottawa calls a timeout. They want to freeze the clock here. So Ottawa calls it. Let's see what they're going to do. What are they going to do? 3rd and 1. Are they going to try and sneak it in? Perky. It's been a fun game. We're just about 10 o'clock here on the East Coast. Argonauts going to try and squeak it over the line, and they do. They're going to pick up the first down. Argonauts have struggled with these short yardage plays in the past, but this one they're able to squeak it over, so we'll take it. First down Argos with 1:36 to go. Is there about the Ottawa, let's see, the Ottawa 34, 33? So the Ottawa 34. 1st and 10. Great field position here for the Argonauts. Do they want to put an exclamation mark on this, or are they just going to keep running the ball? Let's see what these guys do, how they're going to finish this game off. The Argonauts looking to pick up their first win of the season. A win here tonight will actually tie them with Ottawa for last place, each team being 1-3. So let's go. A lot of discussion. Just put the ball down. Let's go. They know what they're doing. 1:36. Argonauts trying to finish strong. Welcome in, by the way, if you are just joining us. Thank you for being here. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Oh, we had an injured Ottawa player on the field. He's going to be helped off, hobbling off. Looks like an ankle or knee. But make sure you hit that subscribe button for us. We'd love for you to come back, hang out for more football. That's a great question, Mr. Mill. They should. So let's go. Get them off the field. Let's go. Clock is running. They've blown it in. 1:30 to go. Argo's going to let this wind down. They got about 10 seconds before they have to snap the ball. 4, 3. There's a snap. They're going to hand it off and run it up the middle. Almost another first down. Right now, the Argonauts just going to try and run out the clock. Perky, I don't think it's going to happen. 28-16. 28-16, 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Letting the clock run again, 10 seconds. They'll let it run down to about 55 seconds before they snap this. At about the 25-yard line. They're going to put it on the pavement, run it up, but they get stopped, so it's going to be 3rd and 1 here. They did not get the first down. So 3rd down, again, they'll let the clock run down once it's blown in. Got to continue to drive. Obviously, with a minute left or 50 seconds left in a 2-score game, there's no threat of Ottawa pulling out some last-minute magic here. So 3rd and 1. Letting this run down. Oh, big movement at the line. Flags all over the place. We got offside. I think Toronto drew Ottawa offside. If that's the case, it'll reset it to 1st and 10. But nonetheless, they ran about 15 seconds off the clock, so we got 35 left. 35 left to go. Thank you so much. Happy Canada Day to everybody. From Alabama, welcome in. Big boy, welcome in. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Canada Day. That's okay. It's Canada Day weekend. Canada Day coming up on Tuesday.
Defensive offside. Ottawa number 9
Defensive offside.
will result in a first
So it's going to become first down Toronto, 1st and 10. 35 seconds to go. Canada Day, otherwise known to hockey fans as Free Agent Frenzy. Good way to celebrate. We might pop up. We got a couple of things to do on Canada Day. We might pop up live for a little bit to sit and talk about what's going on in the world of hockey, but we'll see what Tuesday brings. They're going to blow it in and take a knee and start to wind the clock down. Or not. There it goes. Now it started. I'm like, why didn't they start the clock? Clock is going. They're going to let this come down. Kelly is expected to be in on Friday. So Chad Kelly expected to make his return. That'll be huge for the Argonauts. So another knee, and this is going to do it. With 15 seconds left, the handshakes have already begun. So this game is going to be done. The Argonauts going to come out with the win. You're very welcome, Adrian. Thank you for hanging out with us. Again, Friday night, 7:30. Argos, Ticats, biggest rivalry in sports. Let's wait till the clock strikes 0. Perky, you're very welcome. Thanks for hanging out. So he's going to go for a field goal. A last-second field goal. 28-16. Here it is. The kick is up. And he puts it wide. He puts it wide right. So instead of 3, they tackle him in the end zone. He'll get the single point. So it's going to finish 29-16. Thanks again for the hog. Oh, Justin, you got them. Good. It's my pleasure, my friend. We're going to do more of those throughout the summer. Once we get this new system all figured out, we're going to have lots of giveaways. So this game is done. The Argonauts hold on to win it 29-16. Arbuckle ends up going 18 for 25, 269 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. Dustin Crum goes 20 for 30, 235 yards, no passing TDs, 1 interception. Daniels, the big receiver for the Argos, 5 receptions, 96 yards. Coxey goes 2 for 82. Meidel, 4 for 60. For the Ottawa Redblacks, Lewis goes 4 for 83. Pimpleton, 5 for 56. Addison goes 6 for 50. The rushing side, Arbuckle, 2 rushes, 18 yards. Brown goes 7 for 11. Crum goes 8 for 60 yards. Adebayoboy, 7 for 46. Standback, 5 for 16. All in all, a big win for the Toronto Argonauts as they now tie the Redblacks for last place, each with 1 win and 3 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. This was a lot of fun. I appreciate you just bearing with us while we go through some of the technical difficulties and work through things. So we're going to figure out how to say goodnight. Sammy's got to figure out how to kind of end a lot of this stuff because it's not the same as what we normally use. But hey, that's okay. Again, I want to thank the mods. Thank you, mods, for hanging out with us and being a part of what we do. Thank you to all the viewers, the channel members, the gifters. Thank you, everybody, for supporting us. We'll see you again real soon. Again, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure those notifications are on because you never know. You never know when a stream might pop up. Happy Canada Day from Sylvia Inc. Great call. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Happy to have you with us. And happy Canada Day for Tuesday to everyone. Have a great Sunday night. I hope your Monday is awesome. And we look forward to seeing you again real soon. I didn't build in an end screen because I'm still trying to figure out how it all works. So we're going to start ending these one at a time. So everyone on the vertical stream, we're going to say goodnight to you first. Goodnight, vertical stream. Take care.